Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the road trip, and it's truly a road trip. At least for me, it is. Everybody else is home, but I'm on the road. I'm sitting in Acton. Well, my dad says it is home, but it's not home, but it is home. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting in Acton. I'm only like what 10 stops away from the Arsenal train station. So yes, welcome to
Oh,
me.
Gary's in London. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. So I went in. I went downtown, and I guess I went into the city a little bit more, and did one of those bus tours. So I got to do all that, and then I'll go back and do some of the attractions later. So
Cool.
yeah, cool, cool,
Cool,
cool.
cool.
So yeah, with me I got Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing, sir?
Good, good, good. And
Have, have, you,
last but
have, you, s- have you sampled our delicacies? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off, Sam, but I'm just excited as in what English food have you eaten or what places in
I
England
did
have
have
you eaten?
Nando's. I had Nando's yesterday.
Oh, great choice, great choice.
That was the first meal of my first meal. We almost scored on a header on a. Oh, we should score now. No, oh, sorry, lots of stuff going on. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. There should be one of our players. Lots of stuff going on. Sorry, 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 sorry. But and last but not least, we got Sam. How you doing, Sam?
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's well. Gary, great to see you. You're in London. You've got it looks like you look very professional with your headset on there, which is always good. Good to be on with Tom again as well, even though he's a despicable slag. But you can't, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Yeah, I've got Arsenal on in the background as well. I suppose Gary has the same. So this will be like a little bit of a watch along as well as covering all the other stuff that's going on. So yeah,
Very
it'll be a good afternoon.
cool, cool. So I guess before we get started on Arsenal, we'll talk a little bit about what's already. Only one game's happened today. Is that right?
Yeah,
Premier League,
only the Palace game so far.
Holy
Okay.
shit, Wolves have scored as well.
And
Sorry.
yeah, they both scored in the first whatever 5-10 minutes it seems.
Goal West Ham, Antonio in the first minute.
Yeah,
Bloody hell,
we
so many
almost scored.
goals.
We almost scored early too. It was a header that just wasn't able to get there. But
I think everyone watched last night's game and got terrified. They're like, we need to get into a 2-goal lead, clearly,
yeah,
immediately. But yeah, anyway,
Oh,
enough
oh,
about Martin.
oh.
you're ahead of me because Sackett just turned, put a cross in, and it ends up at the feet of is that Gabriel? Sorry, it's Sterling, right?
Yeah, Sterling, I think.
Yeah,
The real important thing is if Sam is in front or he's seeing everything first,
yes,
then the future is here, basically, because
yes,
it's a rare occurrence.
very true, very true.
Or to put it in another way, it's an actual watch along where Sam might actually enjoy watching along
Yes,
because he will see it before everyone else.
I don't mind when I'm ahead or
That was my point, Sam. That was what I was getting at.
it's all about Sam, right? It's all about Sam.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Looks like Ipswich just scored. It looks like so.
Bloody hell! There's so many early goals.
Yes.
No one wants to be level going into the last minute because you don't know what divots are on the pitch.
God, was it a divot?
No, it went off ahead though. It went off.
Yeah, but it bounces in front of the keeper.
You don't think you know what? You don't think he was still moving away from where the ball was deflected to, wasn't it?
If you watch it, I've seen an angle of it where it's head on, like in front of him, and you can see.
Oh, that's got to be a penalty. That's got to be a penalty. He points to the spot.
No, he doesn't. Points to the goal kick. Are they going to review it?
How in the world is that? He's coming up from behind him. How is that not a penalty? The defender's behind the offensive player with the ball. He goes down.
It looks like he stumbles, actually.
Let's see the replay here. Oh, you know what? He sticks his leg in there. Even if he gets the ball, he still sticks his leg in there. Let's see.
It looks like he stumbled to me. You'll see a better angle in a second.
Oh, how does Sterling fall? He's usually stable. He's usually so sturdy when he gets into the box.
Don't know. That doesn't look like enough for a penalty for me. But...
No, not from that angle. From the other angle, when you can't see what's in front of him. We keep getting the ball in attacking formation, and
yeah, Southampton are giving us a lot of space. we're just getting the ball into the box all the time.
Yeah, as soon as the ball's coming out of the final third, it's going right back in. Is it? It's like a what is it called? The door, the spinning door thingy.
Oh, revolving door, was it?
Revolving door. It's like a revolving door. Every time it comes
Yeah.
out of the attacking third, it goes right back in.
Anyway,
And
what
he-
we was talking about the Meslier goal, right? I mean, it
Yes.
bounces in front of him.
Yeah.
I've seen it from a head-on angle, and the ball literally it bounces around him. The ball changes direction when it hits the floor.
You know,
Now,
I thought it has to be. I thought it had to be something like that because Meslier. I mean, okay, he's not the greatest keeper in the world, but when you're a professional goalkeeper at championship level, and he's been Premier League level as well, when a ball's bouncing in front of you and he's got himself ready to get the ball on based on the normal trajectory.
Yeah.
You're not going to be that crap. You're not going to be able to catch the ball. So
Yeah.
something must have happened to the ball. It must have.
He was set correctly. He's set in a way that any goalkeeper would do 1,000,000 times in their life. But the fact of the matter is that ball hit the floor. It hit something on the floor. I'm not saying there's chicanery of foot or anything.
No. Sometimes it can happen.
It hit something in the floor which made the ball change trajectory. And obviously, it's the sort of thing that's absolutely hilarious. Unless
it looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous because it looks. If you're not looking at that angle that you said, Tom, where you're right behind the goal, right looking behind the keeper, from the normal like television view angle, it looks ridiculous. It looks like a ridiculous mistake. But yeah, the ball does definitely change the trajectory. But there's also the argument that can be had. Maybe I know it's stretching it a bit far, but maybe Meslier should react a bit better in terms of.
I agree. Because the first thing I said when watching it, sorry to cut you off, but because I agree with what you're saying, was literally if he if he just is on the edge of the 6-yard box and catches it, because Firpo knocks it down to him unintentionally, but it comes off Firpo. He's credited with the own goal. He stormed off at fault. Firpo was pissed. Pissed, and he's right to be pissed.
In slow motion, and the reason why I was like, Meslier, what are you doing? Is because in slow motion, he's still moving to the left, and if you notice where he's moving so much to the left that the only way the ball ends up there is if it was a miss kick, because he's right on the post basically. His right leg is pretty much on the post, from what I saw from the angle, anyways. And I'm like, he's going wide if you keep going. That's why he can't reach back anymore because he's so far off that he can't even. He's a tall guy, right? He's like probably 6'4".
He's very tall. He's
right?
very tall.
So I figure his wingspan is strong too, is wide as well. So he can't even reach out and like be able to get a finger, because he gets a fingertip on it, he probably tips it wide.
For me, it looks like he sets himself up correctly in terms of the trajectory of the ball coming in. He's got himself set up ready to catch the ball because the ball looks like it's coming straight at him, and then it hits there's something in the grass, don't know whether there's a divot or maybe there's a little stone there. You never know. There's some things can be on the pitch sometimes, debris or whatever. Some things cause that ball to change the trajectory, and it does change slightly to the right. So it obviously takes him by surprise and it goes past him. Now, like I was saying earlier, my only sort of thing I've got with it is I feel at that level of goalkeeper, he should react when he sees the ball bounce and it's not going straight at him. He should react with, his right arm should maybe be going out to try and get the ball. But it's you're being nitpicky. I mean, it looks ridiculous from the normal angle, but I do think it's just one of those really fluky moments. And it reminds me of Tom, you'll remember this.
Darren Bent.
You might have been too young to actually see it when it happened, but you must have seen it on replays and stuff.
Tim Flowers.
Tim Flowers goal in, what was it, 95?
Yeah, he crouches down to catch it. Again, a routine catch that he's probably made 1,000 times in his life. And the ball hits a divot on the floor and literally just bounces up. It's like the ball takes a life of its own and just hops over him.
Yeah. For Gary, it was a game. It was Blackburn, wasn't it? When they were good.
Blackburn versus Southampton.
Blackburn versus Southampton. I think it was 95. I think it was mid-90s.
Remember rightly, it's the game where Matthew Letizia scores that goal, which is like one of the greatest goals in the Premier League. Just pure random happens in the same game.
And Tim Flowers, the Blackburn keeper, was also the England keeper at the time. When he was and
when
this ball comes into the box along the ground, and he gets down just not normally ready to get it, and it hits this big divot and bounces over him. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's one of those real fluky things.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's say hello to everybody who's joined us before we continue on.
Yes, hello.
John says Mr. Tom is the only attraction in England. You know, I was trying to get tickets for the Mr. Tom experience. I didn't know. I was supposed to.
That doesn't sound PG.
You're supposed to book those things months in advance.
Yeah,
the show only lasts like 90 seconds. I don't understand why, but that's what they tell you.
And you got to bring your own light, obviously, because you won't see anything.
Not inaccurate though. It's not a lie, but no. In all seriousness,
whoa, before we continue, BX Gunner joins us. Welcome to the show, BX. He said you think he could do a little bit. You know what? Before that goal went in, I was sitting there thinking to myself, man, if they had that third goal, this thing would be sealed. And this was probably like 5 minutes or so.
That's why I blame Brendan Aronson. Ultimately,
you know what? I was gonna break. You must have saw my. I was saying to myself,
I did. You were right.
Brandon Aronson, like in that game, like messed up so many potential opportunities, if not opportunities, and you're like, somebody a little bit more clean on the ball, at least you would have had a chance. But he didn't even give you a chance sometimes to actually take advantage of. Yeah.
The worst thing he did, Gary, sorry to cut you off, but the worst thing he did in injury time when Isaac Schmidt, he's a Leeds player, put a lovely pass through and it was going straight to Wilfried Gnonto. If he'd have left that ball, Gnonto makes it 3-1, in my opinion. Because in the Championship, Gnonto is like a cheat code, I've seen some say. He's so good in the Championship.
No, Gnonto had a good game. He did. He didn't have enough GA to show for it, but he definitely did some work there. Definitely did some work.
But basically, if Brendan Aronson had let the ball run across him, but in his defence, and I don't like defending him, I'm like, what striker do you want to leave the ball to roll across him? What forward do you not want to be confident enough to take the ball and try to score? But that's the closest he will get from defence or praise from me, because he's a fucker. And basically, if that got buried by anyone, don't care who, we're not talking about Ilya Melier.
Yeah, no, you know, and we'll get into this as well. I'll say hello, everybody. But Russ joins us as well. Saw the new Salem's Lot last night. I didn't even know there's a new movie out, I guess. All right, we'll talk about that.
It's a series, isn't it?
Let me talk about that later. Is it next? All right.
Yeah, let's stick to the football for now.
BX, break it down. I might have to watch. So you talk about that. Saying hello. Did I brought the sun? Yeah. You know, I packed another set of shoes just in case it got a little rainy. I was thinking maybe it gets rainy, and today it was out there, and like you said, blue skies, man. Blue skies are out there.
Anyway, I just want to say a little bit about the Leeds game, because I actually watched most of it last night, and I thought in the first half, Sunderland looked like the better team. I thought in the first half, but the second half, I thought Leeds just took completely over, and they were the much better team in my opinion. Even though Sunderland got a few chances, but I thought Leeds were much better, and they looked like the better team. And when they went 2-1 up, it was fully deserved. And I thought Leeds would maybe go on and get 3 or 4, maybe. That's what it looked like. And then I was certain Leeds were going to win when it got into the last seconds, and the Sunderland keepers, up near to the halfway line, last seconds of the game, basically, he's going to boot the ball into the box. And I thought, that's it. Leeds has got this. It's 2-1, 3 points in the bag. And it's just like, it's so frigging unlucky. It's like, my God, this is the gods of football. They're not happy.
He's holding him the whole time. Let him go.
They're not happy with Leeds, the gods of football, are they, Tom? I mean, that type of stuff is so annoying.
Yep. Sorry about that.
I'll be fair. If that happened to Bolton Wanderers against Peterborough, I'd find it hilarious.
Yeah.
It didn't happen to Bolton Wanderers against Peterborough. It happened to Leeds United in the 97th minute of a game that had 6 minutes stoppage time. Again, we time wasted most of that 6 minutes.
Everyone does.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying that we got screwed over by the ref plan, because, of course, the refs could play a little bit more. Sunderland were in attacking position. But from my perspective, I can actually tell you exactly how that happened. My reaction to what happened, I'm like, all right, the ball's come in. I've seen loads of players go up for it. It happens to touch you in your third post. In that moment, I don't care that it touched you in your third post. It's bounced towards the goalkeeper at slow motion speed, and I'm literally thinking, right, he's going to catch this, boot the ball downfield, and that's the game over. We've won. And then 0.84 seconds later, I'm like, we've not won.
It's the gods just going against you, isn't it? I mean, it's horrible when it happens to your team, that type of thing, that bad luck.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone on the stoop expected me to shout my arse off over it, but who am I supposed to shout at in the situation?
No,
he hasn't deliberately
once it touched your man Junior, you had nothing much to say after that. Even if you had nothing you could say after that because it touched your man, who just put you up a goal, right? He just put you up a goal.
That's what crushed me more. He was robbed of his crowning moment, of his first goal in 18 months and the winning goal.
Yeah, and Leeds had a few other good chances as well there. I thought Leeds were the much better team in the second half. They just turned it around completely in the second half. But yeah, that's just the cruelty of it, and because you had the 1-1 draw earlier in the week against Norwich, and then you got this 2-2 draw now. It's just so unlucky for you.
Yeah. What I was going to say about that? Sorry, what I was going to say. Not only that, but you went from basically because if you get if you get the next goal, do you tie on goal board? I think
if we'd have won by 2 goals, we'd be top of the championship.
Yeah, so I think goals scored, you would have been even with them. But because you only had the 1 goal lead, no matter what happened, you would have been second on goals. Goals scored, and I'm like, wow. So then, all right, so you draw. So now you're like third, and you could start on Monday in like 6th place. No, it's fine. But it's just like, it's not even that you're a few points away. It's that you've got, instead of 1 team to beat, now you got 5. You know what I mean? That's the difference in it. Let's say hello to, because a couple, like Rosie, I don't know.
Oh, Rosie's here with her lovely wit and charm. Thank you, Rosie, for attending. We appreciate you.
Now, that was mean and nasty. I don't like it. Yes. Shame on you, Rosie.
I tell you what, I just want to say quickly, I'm watching the game. I just want to give an update to people who aren't watching the game. It's just one-way traffic. We've got another corner now. Southampton, I want all these absolute morons who are criticising Arsenal for playing, deep with 10 men in the whole second half away at Manchester City. Southampton are at the Emirates. They are literally playing a 9-1 formation. They're playing a 9-1 formation. They're all inside their own frigging box. And I think they've had the ball about 3 times.
Yeah.
And I saw Arsenal wave after wave after wave. And it's hard to break through when you've got a team sitting basically inside their goal. It's really hard to break through.
True. And I just saw the stat that just came up was 39 touches in the opponent's goal, I think it was, to like 0 or box, opponent's half
inside the box,
inside the box to there, and that was a few minutes ago.
So that's already we've played 20 minutes and Arsenal had 39 touches inside the box. I mean, that tells you very much about how this game is being played at the moment. Yeah, we need a goal to get this thing rolling. Basically, it's one of those games where it's going to be frustrating. It's going to be banging your head against the wall, basically.
Rosie, we went through it. There's not many poor, silly mistakes at the end of the game. It's just very, very, very poor luck. So, no, you're not going to get any of that over here.
Look at Rosie. Look at her.
She's just like
comes in here all cocky.
What?
She's from Scotland. She can't be cocky.
I've always liked the town of Leon.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it should make you a little feisty.
They beat Rangers.
France, isn't it?
Was it 4-1? They won 4-1 against Rangers in like the Europa Conference League or whatever it was.
And Celtic got pumped 7-1 by Dortmund.
Be honest, I don't get why Scotland are given European places. Like, why are they just wasting everyone else in Europe's time? And just like, as a country, they conceded 2 of their teams conceded 11 goals in 2 games.
They're a joke. They're an absolute joke. Scottish teams are a joke, aren't they? You go to,
but they've got a lot of loyal fans.
It's a farmers' league up there, isn't it?
Can we go back? I've always respected directors.
Well, we are on no Arsenal talking about. We're talking about Scotland and how great the country is. You know, Scotland, they want their independence and all that. And I say, give it to them. Give it to them.
Yeah.
That was what I said.
The problem is, though, what they're going to do? They've got nothing. They've got a bit of salmon, and that's about it. They've got nothing else.
When people decide they suddenly don't want to eat fish,
they need the money. They need the money from England, basically. You know, the money we generate pays for them. They're basically like that fat lazy uncle on welfare who doesn't want to work. That's basically what they are. That's what Scotland is to England. So yeah, let them have their independence, and they'll probably fold within about 20 years.
I hear that. Directed, John. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry, but this is all Arsenal all the time, and you like it. So stop acting like you don't like it. Nothing to do with luck, Gary. They were what? They didn't make stupid mistakes last minute. Stop it. Stop it.
I wasn't even really going to address this because it obviously proves she never watched the contest, nor the clip of the incident.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well,
in slow motion, it looks comical, you know, if you're on the other side. But if you're like, oh, this game should be over, it should have been already over, and you're like, But oh my, I'm not even gonna follow this up because that's usually my name for you. But
I was going to say, why don't you try coming back with something you haven't copied from Gary? that would be really nice.
All hail Director John.
All hail Director John, the omnipotent producer.
League beat Rangers in pre-season, so I don't know what we're talking about. Of course, I could talk about the SPL. Yeah. My championship team beat one of the top sides in the SPL.
Yeah.
In 2024.
Yeah.
We're not talking about 1968 in a European Cup or something like that. We're talking about now.
Yeah.
Leeds beat Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah. Russ, I don't necessarily agree with you on the too many changes because we've had the ball for about 10 minutes in their box just trying to break through, and when you have so many people there, it's really tough. Maybe as some people have said, have you played this football before? It's really hard when you got to go through 5 to 10 sets of legs every time. So you're glad you're discussing what?
Independence. It's been a while since I've heard Tory opinions on Scotland. I'm actually convinced that Rosie is Stefan on an alt because like a lot of the same stuff and politics.
Tell me I'm
wrong.
Scotland, you go across the border and that's it. It's all haggis and heroin, isn't it? So it's
especially in the heroin capital of Edinburgh.
Rosie.
Yeah, I don't think Southampton can hold out. I mean, at some point, Saka's going to break through again because Gibbs White's on a yellow, so he won't be able to stick a leg in there anymore.
Where is Stefan? I haven't seen him.
He's not here at the moment, is he?
Ipswich had scored, so I'm surprised we have not seen him.
Yeah.
I think they took the lead, right?
In all seriousness, obviously hope he's well, but just
so it's equal now? It's
conspicuous by his absence.
Oh, look at that. There's another goal in the Brentford game. It's 2-2 now.
Oh my.
We've got Ben White dressed like an after 8 mint.
Is that a Jets hat? I can't tell. It's a green.
No, don't know what it was, but don't know. He's dressed up like an after 8 mint anyway.
Did you know Fulham have scored at Man City?
No, didn't know that. Give us the scores. What are the scores at the moment?
Yeah,
Man City 0, Fulham 1.
Do you know?
Yeah, but give us all the scores. All the scores at the moment.
All right. So obviously, lunchtime kickoff: Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1. Arsenal 0, Southampton 0. Brentford 2, Wolves 2.
Wow.
Leicester City 1, Bournemouth 0. Aforementioned Manchester City 0, Fulham 1. That goal is from Andreas Pereira. And West Ham are currently tied at 1-1 with Ipswich.
All right.
There's been a lot of goals. I mean, 4 goals already in the Brentford Wolves game. I mean, that's pretty good going.
I'm not sure Gary will want me to say this, but if you really do want to take 12 seconds of your time, go over to Ryan's channel, watch him metaphorically jizz his pants at finding out that Fulham have scored, and then return. like I don't want to take away your entertainment, but you know.
You see, so he's having, he's having fun.
I'm gonna watch it. Just give me a second. I'll describe it to you. Just give me a second.
Okay. So he's off to for 12 seconds of what they say. Is it pleasure?
Ryan's doing his watch along, which is great. But we're here. We cover everything. We cover all. This is like basically.
Oh my God! There's another goal. Sorry, Brentford now is up 3-2 on Watford.
Anyway, I was just going to say this is basically like Soccer Saturday on crack. And you know, we cover everything. We even cover the Chinese Super League. We cover, you know, the Korean J League. You know, we cover everything here. We even do the Scottish Farmers League, which we also know as the Grace McLeod Methadone Clinic League. You know, we do the Northumberland Disabled League, which is the championship. You know, we cover everything here. We make sure, you know, we've got you covered. At the same time, we're watching the Arsenal game, so we've got that. You know, we give you the updates there as soon as something happens. This is the place to be on a Saturday afternoon.
Yep, and we've got a free kick coming just on the right hand side for Saka. So we've seen this before. Maybe we'll see it again. We got Tayyib joins us. He's got a
look at him! The bloody upside down wheelie bin he is, that Tayyib. Honestly, how you doing, mate? Hope you're all right.
Yeah. We've got Alonso joins us.
Alonso.
Yes. You guys, what is it? Yeah, you cover glory hunting teams and teams who aren't noteworthy.
Yeah, so the teams are noteworthy, you know, like the Scottish teams. We definitely you know, the Scottish Farmers League. We cover that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, free kick here from Saka, about 20 yards out.
Oh, I need you screaming in a second here.
Nah, straight to the keeper.
Oh. Did nobody cross over? No, wow, he overshot everybody.
He is very excited. He can barely contain himself. He's doing the thing where like you're speaking because you know you're the only one on stream, so you're making noises, but you can't put coherent thought into it. He's very excited. I'm thrilled for him. I'm thrilled for him.
Great.
I've been told by
Hello, Alonso, by the way.
By supposedly a smart guy, Sam. Don't enjoy yourself too soon on these rivals going down in a game.
Yes, we've seen so many times where Gary's very excited about Tottenham going down, and so many times they come back and either draw or win. So it's like, Gary, come on.
I did that yesterday when it was a game I was watching. It was one of those matches yesterday, and I think that team went down in the conference league or whatever, and it didn't last long. The ball's inside, ball's outside, touch. Nothing. Come on, put a foot through it. Oh.
Havertz got the shot blocked.
You know, I know there's a lot of haters. There's gonna be a lot of haters for Havertz because he just hasn't been able to get past, you know, either past the first guy or past the goalkeeper. But he is in the positions, and you know, he is in the positions. There's not much he could have done with that one, but ball got to him a little too fast. But yeah. Any Champions League scores that matter to us? Championship.
Champions League.
I did.
I was going to pretend you didn't do that because
I did, and I was expecting you to just gloss over it.
It does technically have champion in there, but
he's technically right, which is the best kind of way to be right.
All right.
So obviously. A great result for Leeds at lunchtime, where Burnley drew 0-0 with Preston.
Burnley was one of the teams that was in the top 6, I guess.
Burnley are the only team that have beaten Leeds this season. So,
okay.
Which is not bad, considering obviously they had Premier League money. Norwich won 4-0 at home to Hull, which again does show, I personally believe, drawing 1-1 at Norwich was not the worst result. this was a very tricky week in the context of we went away to Norwich and then 2-3 days later went away to Sunderland, both for the championship level, hard places to go. I'm personally, not to get detract from scores, but I was very happy that we went goal down in both and then came back. 1-0's hardly pumping anyone, Rosie, but maybe that's
now,
partly why you're sat on YouTube on Saturday afternoon.
I was just going to say Ryan's happiness is gone now.
Of course it is. Fulham get a goal, you know City are going to come back and get 4 goals.
Yeah, it's now 1-1.
Great message here from Alonso. So I don't know if I said hello to him, but obviously I don't want to sound rude.
Yeah, I want to say hello to Alonso as well. Hope you're good, buddy.
Hi, I haven't seen. I'm guessing he's seen. I haven't seen. I got you. Anyway, don't worry.
No, that is just ridiculous. What I don't know. Okay, I need a lesson.
Talking about Ryan. She's talking about Ryan.
Oh,
she's right. Ryan's a nice guy. I mean, he's always been very good to me. But I am usually suspicious when he is nice to me because it's usually some form of trolling. But anyway.
Oh my gosh! If that's not a yellow card, I don't know what is.
He's getting yellow.
Right, Alonso said, I haven't seen our old friend whose name rhymes with Michael Saxon. That's a great name. It's a great name.
That is terrible. Terrible. What a name that is. That is just
Michael Saxon.
That's just
what about his cousin, Michael Craxon?
he's the best cousin. Rosie keeps talking about pumped all the time. She's a bit. I mean, pumped. You know,
some might say.
She uses that word a lot, doesn't she?
Freud will have a field day with this.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, all right. So Portsmouth drew 1-1 with Oxford United. Coventry City are currently 1 goal up against Sheffield Wednesday. That little prick Jack Rudoni scored. And I respect you to have no idea who that is, but he was a little Huddersfield bastard last season who got bought by Coventry. And then he's got you once you see him, you'll never unsee him because he's got hair like a cunt. Pardon my language.
I don't even know what. Okay, I don't know what that means, and
anyway,
maybe I don't want to know what that means.
No, you really don't. Derby County 0-0 with QPR. Plymouth, Wayne Rooney's Plymouth, 1 goal up against Blackburn Rovers.
Is that good for you?
It's not terrible for us.
No, but is it good for you?
Well, yeah. I mean, in context, Blackburn are 7th. A win would take them above Leeds, and Wayne Rooney, including their 3 points, in case they win this, are up to 14th. So yes, it is good for me.
Cool.
Sheffield United are 1-0 up against Luton. Which,
is this really a word, Sam?
Scottish word for beating Sam, i.e. Burnley pump Leeds.
Yes, it's a euphemism for something else, Rosie. We know that.
Are you trying? Is she trying to say that Leeds United were sexually molested by a football team?
That's exactly what she was saying.
Exactly what she was saying. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
She's nasty.
She's nasty.
Yeah. And Burnley, Stoke City, Watford, Middlesbrough, West Bromwich Albion, Millwall, all goalless. 6 teams, no goals. Unlike the Premier League, where basically everyone is scoring, apart from Arsenal, Southampton, and Bournemouth.
Well, you know, Tom, there's the Premier League, and then there's the Northumberland Disabled League. You know, there's levels to this, as Gary would say.
There's levels. But no, seriously, Man City goal, Kovacic.
Yeah, they have everybody's scoring goals for them. It doesn't. It's like, all right, they're missing so and so, and missing so and so, and anybody else is scoring for them. It's not even the attack is scoring for them.
I found the discourse when what's his name? Excuse me. Rodri got injured, and everyone reacted like it was the biggest deal. Like I'm not digging at Arsenal when I say this, but Arsenal fans were reacting like that was like getting 3 points. Like it was a key thing for the season because he's out for the season. But it made me think like. That says a lot about how Man City are perceived to be fucked because they lost their best player or their most important player or one player. And it's just why does football exist if your season's determined by your best player being fit or not?
No,
Who would you say your best player is?
And also, a lot of people forget that Rodri was out for a lot of last season as well, and Manchester City still won the league. So,
but who would you say your best player is
at the moment for Arsenal?
Yeah, like there's no right or wrong.
Like now, like specifically so far this season, or in general in terms of ability.
I suppose what I'm really asking is who is your equivalent that if that player got injured, everyone else in the league would be thrilled?
Oh, everyone would be thrilled with it. Oh,
yeah, like
that's hard to say.
You know what? I think most people would be happy if Saka didn't play every game. Because Saka is the most consistent attacker for us in terms of goals and assists, like, you know, over the last 3 years now. So if he's out, then they probably think it's less likely that the goals and assists are going to come from somewhere else. So for me, I think Saka is. They may not say it. That's why they think about it. They talk about him all the time. Why do they talk about him all the time? One, because I think he's just as important as anybody else, more so on the attacking side. But as a whole, Erdogan, who does the pressing for us and also maintains the control in the midfield, I think, you know, for us, you know, Arteta probably tells you Erdogan, but I think in general for us right now, because our defense is so strong, if Saka's out the game, more than likely, you know, some people think we're not going to score.
Yeah, I think Saka is the most important player we have in terms of, you know, production. You know, he, like you say, he creates the most. He's very influential. Erdogan, very much so as well. You can see how much we miss him in terms of how our attacking play is not as good without him. Yeah, so, you know, it's going to be between one of those two for me. But so, yeah, Saka. A lot of people would like to see Saka get injured. I think that would sort of make a lot of the rival fans happy.
Big update at the Emirates. Tyler Dibbling has been booked.
Oh, Rice came really close there. Sorry.
No.
Oh, if that got deflected just enough to push it back in, it would have been nice. Is that actually Rice or is it Jorginho?
Yeah, it's Rice.
Wrexham have just scored.
Or was it Jorginho? I think it's Jorginho.
I think it's Jorginho.
He looks a lot like Rice from distance.
I think if Jesus gets a tip on that might go to the far corner and the goalkeeper's going the wrong way.
Sorry, everyone of the DWTT, the trip channel. Sorry, the road trip universe. I'm sorry.
What? You're making stuff up and all this.
I've got some horrible news for the Trippiverse. Horrible news. No. MK Dons are 1-0 up over Transmere.
Oh my God!
How many matches are they going to be behind?
Transmere. What's happening? What's happening with Transmere? They're in a transitional phase at the moment, and the result is non-binary.
Tranmere are trying to transition from 20th in the league to even lower. So,
is it true to say they're in relegation zone or?
No. Fortunately for them, in League 2, only the bottom two get relegated.
Oh, okay, good.
To non-league, so they actually have to drop another 4 places to.
This is going to be terrible news for Russ. Russ needs to be put on suicide watch now. Someone needs to go and make sure he's all right.
To be fair, they are 4 points above the drop, so there's still that buffer. But it's not looking good for Transmere. Not looking good at all. Very upset, actually.
And one thing that's also good for us so far is we haven't had to say Partey's name, meaning that they're not even getting anywhere near our back line.
For games like this, when you're playing Southampton and you know you're a better team.
Yep.
I wouldn't be playing Jorginho and Partey.
You're wasting them. You're wasting their minutes for sure. Wasting their minutes.
I would go more attacking. I would go with just Partey or Jorginho.
And you know what? Nweri would be perfect for this because you're going to have possession of the ball most of the time in the attacking side of the field. So why would you want to Why would you want to?
I would have Nwaneri on. I'd have Nwaneri on instead of Jorginho.
I was hoping he would start today because we are playing. Like, I don't know what Arteta wants. Like, at some point he needs to start. Like, the sooner, closer and closer it gets to November, the least likely he's going to get the minutes he needs to get confident, get the trust that he needs from Arteta to actually go forward and actually maybe be able to take Erdogan off the pitch at some points in games when we have a little bit of control, and it'd be good to take him off to get him some, rest on the sideline, and that's not going to happen because he hasn't started a Premier League match for us yet. And
Russ asked about what film I watched this week.
Oh yeah, I read the review. Everyone needs to get on Facebook and read Ross's film reviews. Thomas Ross's film reviews.
Sam, tell him what movie I watched.
So Tom watched the Joker sequel. Joker, what was it called? A Foie something Jolie or something like that.
Folie à deux, something like that.
Yeah, it's a French.
Yeah.
For being, I don't know, something frivolous or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but
The Madness of Two, I believe it is. When I looked it up. Anyway, it's not good. It's not good. Everything you liked about the original movie, they went, you know what? We're going to give you that again, but we're going to make it a musical. Not good. Not good.
That's what I can't get. How do you go from that first movie that was actually quite good, a very serious take on how the Joker becomes a Joker, type thing, and then you go and everyone's thinking this sequel is going to be great, and then turn it into a frigging musical. I mean, who comes up with that?
I've got two schools of thought on this because, admittedly, I write my review immediately after I watch it, so I actually think different things other than what I write. In the future.
Sorry, West Ham just scored, so they're up now.
That's unfortunate. But basically, that first movie was clearly intended to just be one movie. Like, there was no setup for a sequel because you would not actually set up for a sequel by going, our main character is in prison, and that's the movie.
But that's sort of the way his story goes, though, isn't it? He goes to Arkham and then he gets out of Arkham, doesn't he?
But this doesn't really play out in a... I think they think it's realistic, but at the same point, they wrote themselves into a corner.
Yeah,
because they've tried to make it ultra realistic, but then how can you then have that cartoony thing of he always breaks out? Because eventually, someone's just going to kill him.
I think they're trying to follow the story of the Joker. He goes to Arkham and he gets out and he creates chaos and all that and battles with Batman and blah blah blah. But the thing is, though, turn it into a musical. How you actually change the whole genre basically of that from the first movie to a musical. I know they got Lady Gaga, right, but she's a pretty decent actress. Oh, decent shot from Partey there. And
she's not the worst aspect of the film. She is fine. I'm not going to sit. I'm not.
She's a good actress. She's a good actress.
I'm not going to tell you all she's going to trouble the Oscars. But at the same time, the movie's not bad because she's in it. Personally, my issue with it is you've made it a musical, but then you've tried to make it a grounded and realistic musical. But part of the first film was. It was a lot of you watch the first film and then you eventually realise they go, boom, a lot of the stuff you just saw didn't really happen because it only happened in his head. That was a big part of the twist of the first film. But they try to do this again. But I'm like, but this is obviously a dream sequence. But you're not telling me it's a dream sequence because it obviously is. Because he's in prison and now you've got him dancing in the court or whatever. And it's like,
that's why I'm not going to be watching that film. I probably won't even bother with it when it comes out on streaming.
We got another goal in the Brentford match. It's now 4-2.
Wow, that's a crazy half. And in the Arsenal game, Ramsdale is currently being treated.
Do you think there was contact with Sterling?
Yeah, it looks like it. He got kicked. I think he got the boot when Sterling tried to go for the ball.
Hamad Kudus.
It's just weird because it looks like he just lands on his side.
I think
I
there
get
was.
what they were
So
going for.
wait a second. So I thought I was listening, but I wasn't listening. So you watched a movie, and the premise when you went into it was
The way I describe the premise of the movie without spoiling the movie is it continues on from the previous movie where he was led to jail for killing 5 people. Well, he killed 6, but they only know that he killed 5. They don't know that he killed his mum in the course of the movie. But anyway, so he's got the premise of this movie is that he's waiting to stand trial for his crimes in the first movie. Fine. But I bet they wouldn't have wrote it that way if they knew they were going to do a sequel. Because they've limited what they can do. Also, because he's a model prisoner, which basically means he mainly sits and doesn't talk, or he tells his shit jokes and the guards punch him and stuff, or whatever. They don't treat him very well. He is then allowed to go to musical therapy, where guess who happens to be part of this musical therapy group? Have a guess. Have a guess.
Is it the character that Lady Gaga plays?
Oh, spank my ass and call me Sally. That is exactly who it is. Lady Gaga is in this musical therapy class, and it's all like, and it goes from there. But I personally, I think people that actually love musicals are going to not like this, and people that hate musicals are going to not like this because it's not.
It's half time now. Arsenal 0, Southampton 0.
It's a fair point, John. It's a fair point.
Ozzy Osbourne is not who it was.
No, it's
in all seriousness, though, there are parts of it that are really well done. It's like I'm pretty sure I'm going to have memes for years based off of things in this movie.
What is it called again in the movie?
Joker 2. Or
they
give
Joker
it something.
2.
Follow the something like that. But
so the Joker who blew up a hospital, for example.
It's not. No, Gary. It's not a continuation of the Dark Knight.
No. I'm just saying that character who could have blown up a hospital, for example. Because and nobody would bat an eye. Is now singing, or people are singing around him.
Well,
that's what makes it ridiculous.
They were trying to. The point of the first movie, they were trying to explore how someone would become that, and how I
like the first movie.
Are that.
I like the first movie because it was a take on. It was like quite a serious and well-made take on. How like the Joker becomes the Joker, basically. That's the story, and at the end he ends up going to Arkham, Arkham prison, and that's really where his story sort of continues, really. And I seriously thought this second film was going to be like a continuation of the Joker story in the same way, more serious, a bit like the way the Christopher Nolan movies were for Batman, right? A serious, realistic type take on, how Batman becomes Batman, blah blah blah. I thought they was doing that for the second movie, but to turn it into a musical, it's just to me, it makes no sense. It's like, oh yeah, let's make a musical. Lady Gaga's in it. Yeah, let's have a bit of fun. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
I think they've seriously misjudged their audience by making this because
it's almost like they had a timetable and they had to get the movie out, and it's like, what can we do? And some guy came in there, gave them a plot, and said, let's do this. And they said, no, we're not doing that. That's crap. And then they mixed up. They said yes to another one, and they messed up the plots.
Can you imagine the planning and the pitch stage of this? That's basically the creator, the main producer or creator ever, like, is behind the idea, comes into the studio and it's like, right, so we're going to do a sequel now to the Joker. We want to get Joaquin Phoenix.
138 minutes, Alonso.
And we're going to have we got Joaquin Phoenix. We're going to have Lady Gaga. We got this and that, it's going to be and by the way, it's going to be a musical. We're going to have like 50 songs.
They didn't hear the musical because by that time they were already signing the paperwork. And at the end, he said musical. They missed it all in a hubbub. They were like, yes, Joker 2. I love it. And then he said Joker. Nobody heard it. And so before we continue, Rosie says, do this, put thumbs up, sub, and all that stuff. So join us.
But join us like it's a cult. No, my actual thought, everything Sam just and Gary just said there, that's exactly what happened in the pitch meeting. But the one thing they did miss out on was, I'm not sure people will buy a musical. And then some went, we can get Lady Gaga to do the singing. And they're like, that will be okay. But I need you to tell me something now to send this decision over the top. And they went, well, you know how in 2016, when Harley Quinn turned up in Suicide Squad and we sold loads of Halloween costumes and basically women basically have dressed like whores for every Halloween for the last 8 years. Basically, like we can do that again. But this time, Lady Gaga whores.
Whores with green and red hair.
Yeah. Basically, they're like, God damn it, you've sold me.
For some reason, it doesn't sound like Russ is too enthralled with it.
You know,
not for him.
You know, a musical is okay when it's its own film. You know, like you make a Sweeney Todd, even though that was terrible. But I'm just saying, a musical is normally its own. It's a one film, right? It's the whole premise is it's a musical. You know, like Moulin Rouge and fucking Cats and all those shitty musical movies. It's like it's its own thing, right? But to actually make a sequel, that you've actually the first film sets out a clear sort of way of how the story or it's supposed to be, and you're going to follow on from that. That's what a sequel's supposed to do. It's supposed to follow on from that. It's basically like, imagine the fucking, sorry, I don't mean to swear. Oh, sorry. Imagine the Godfather series, right? You go from Godfather Part 1 to Godfather Part 2, where you got Al Pacino and Robert De Niro singing, doing duets. I mean, you know, how do they even think of this crap? I don't know how they get away with it.
This is crazy. And you know what? Just to bring it to the stage, this segment is also brought to us by
thanks, John.
By John's halftime scores. So we have all the scores here. So everybody, here's the scores as they stand right now. As you say, Crystal Palace and Liverpool finished 0-1. Arsenal and Southampton it's pretty much been all one-way traffic, but Arsenal can't get through 10 plays. 0-0.
I love Moonwalker. Sorry.
You did?
I saw Russ's comment and I was just like, I had to say I love Moonwalker.
Yeah, Brentford and Wolves aren't playing any defense. It's now 4-2 over there. Leicester is up 1.
Are they even playing with goalkeepers?
I think they decided to turn into a training session. They're playing with cones.
Leicester and Bournemouth. Leicester at home 1-0 up on Bournemouth. Manchester City and Fulham 1-1. I'm surprised it's still that close. You know, it's still close.
They'll get 3 goals in the second half, guaranteed.
Yeah. West Ham is up 2-1 on Ipswich. The Ipswich went out. Was it just Ipswich and Fulham both went out strong and were brought back into reality that, you know what, you got to play for 90 minutes. This is a 90-minute affair. If you don't play for 90, it don't matter how you start.
You know how Brentford scored 3 goals in the first minute, scored a goal in the first minute for 3 games running, and Brentford were like, we ain't just a team that plays for a first minute. So they actually bucked that trend today by scoring in the second minute.
And the 9th minute or something like that, they scored 4 times. So they said, I'm going to fill in a couple of minutes here with goals. So. And Lonzo he's pushing this agenda. I don't understand why he keeps pushing this agenda.
Alonso, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. All right, I need to go to the little boy's room. I'm sure he really.
You know what? You know what? That outro is terrible. All right, it's just terrible, and the whole. If you know what I mean, it's just like. That, you know what? I don't want to touch.
Something tells me while Tom goes to the little boy's room, we need to up the security, and and something very terrible is about to happen.
Yes, that's why it's just really bad words being used. That's just. I don't even want to touch it. Oh my God! Did I just say that? Oh my gosh! Even worse.
Motherfucker! Shimon!
Security!
Oh my gosh, that's just what is going on? The man behind the mirror, or is it? Um,
Man in the mirror.
there you go. There it is. The man in the mirror. Oh my gosh.
Is he starting with the man in the mirror?
That's one of his best songs, by the way. It's a great song. It's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
But no, again, thank you, Director John, for
Yes.
helping out with the road trip.
Yeah.
No, this was cool. I like
It
this.
does help to see it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To see the graphics, it helps.
Yeah, and then later on, you got Everton and Newcastle. I think Mr. Tom is Isak still out with a toe injury.
I think he's out. I'm not sure if he's back in the squad today, but I was reading he was supposed to be out.
Okay, so Everton, maybe Mr. Tom.
But you know how this is going to go, right? This is Everton. They're going to score a goal, and then they're going to lose 3-1. That's Everton in a nutshell.
Director John, if you wouldn't mind, I don't know how trouble is, but if you could put up my picks of the week, if you could.
Oh, that'd be
I don't know
cool.
if you still have those, but just so we can follow along with them.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see the show last night, so I can only assume I'm going to hate them.
Oh, you're definitely going to hate it. In fact, it's made specifically to aggravate you. Sorry, what did I say?
Yeah, you said exactly.
I would never do that.
Sounds like something bad's about to happen, folks.
That Leeds shirt you got on, Tom, looks like the 70s Netherlands kit.
I thought it looked like my favourite bar fruit salad, but okay.
Yeah, it looks a bit like that as well. But when you're not up close, it's got that bit of orange tint to it.
Well, I thought it was a nice kit, to be fair. Well, not a nice kit. I thought it was an interesting kit, as in, it's a lot better than the blue one. They call it blue peacock one. It's just a blue shirt with shapes of peacocks on it, and it's that's not exciting. Where's my terrible football shirts? Because I love the one where we look like blocks of cheese running around the pitch. But no, in all seriousness, this current one with they're here.
There we go. Look at him.
Look at this guy. Started out going hockey. He's like, let's do this hockey.
I believe it's the start of the NHL season this weekend.
Cool. I didn't even know you could do slides on this thing. That's kind of cool.
You certainly can.
I didn't know. That's pretty cool. Let's go. Next up. Oh,
here we go.
Wow. This is where he starts to piss us off.
Go.
Oh, my gosh.
I was come up with crazy things that will make money, and picking Arsenal to win makes no money.
True. You've got to go for the crazy stuff.
There's no money in picking Arsenal to win a tight game with Southampton.
Hopefully Arsenal gets the 2 goals, and I don't think Southampton hopefully doesn't get 3 in a game. That's not today. I'm just
going to say one little thing before we go to the next slide. That picture of Tom there that's photoshopped on the right there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the one in the stroller, because I was going to say that one looks that looks perfectly like him. You know what? That's probably like when he was little and he knew he was a Leeds fan, but his family said, no. We're dressing you in red. And he's like, I don't want it. And then
that picture of Tom on the right there that's photoshopped. I thought for a while that was actually, it's photoshopped so well. This is compliments to John. Excuse me. Compliments to John. This photoshopped so well. I actually thought that was Tom, a photo of Tom from some kind of cosplay event, because I thought Tom was such a loser that he would actually go to the O2 Arena.
What do you mean by thought?
Frodo, whatever it is, from Frodo.
You said thought. You said thought.
I would not go to a Lord of the Rings event.
Take that back. You said thought he's a loser.
I literally thought this is Tom. He dresses up like that every week when he goes to the O2 Arena. He dresses up like that, and he goes and watches a film, and afterwards he goes to the Chinese buffet dressed as Frodo.
Is that how you're dressing tomorrow?
Absolutely not. I'll be dressing in the complete opposite of my Sunday best, because I'm going to a buffet. That's mad. Dressing your best for a buffet, I can't think of it. It's an oxymoron. Why would you wear your loosest pants if we're being more accurate?
Yeah. No hockey moments today.
How do I gift coins? You basically, I'll send my address, and you can send me notes or £2 coins.
There you go.
to the Tom Beer Fund.
There you
Tom
go.
Beer Fund.
Next up here we got Everton and Newcastle. This will be another. This would be scary if this crazy if this happens.
The reason I've gone with this is quite simple. Who usually bowls at Sean Dyche out of a pickle is usually his old Burnley lads. And James Tarkowski, as a centre-back, scoring from a set-piece, not really out of the realm of possibility, because Everton love their set-pieces.
Did McGinn play at Burnley? Is that, do I have that wrong?
No,
No, I don't think
went
McGinn
from
played at
Villa.
Burnley.
Okay.
He went from Hibernian to Villa, I believe.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember when we played Burnley and we couldn't beat them that season? And I can't remember Burnley. Arsenal couldn't beat Burnley, I think, in 2 matches. I think we dropped points to them in 2 matches.
Yeah, that's when they played like thugs, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were just beating us up the entire game, and nothing was getting called.
Basically was beating you up on corners.
Yeah. I just remember, like, at one point it looked like there was a handball. They didn't want to call it and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, you kidding me? And I couldn't swear. I didn't know who it was, but it was somebody on the left side there. And
do you
next
mean
up,
on the Mr. Arsenal thing?
This was a couple years ago, so I'm not sure. So
Brian,
yeah, I think we would be all happy to see this.
But Ruta to score.
He scored first last week against Chelsea.
I know, but bloody hell.
Yeah.
I'll give me a second. I'll explain it.
Brennan Johnson's on form though, isn't he? He's playing quite well at the moment.
Yeah.
Putting the ball in the net, man. That's all you want. You don't
just want to say quickly the second half has started.
Yep. I got the alert here from SofaScore. So
right, Rosie, you have to do the exclamation mark.
And the game is over. City's up already, 2-1.
Then the name of the person you're giving the coins to, and then the amount of coins. As simple as that.
Well, I'm glad you were hanging out.
But if they've not made a comment on that account, it won't send, which is why it always fails when I try to randomly
Sterling
send
gets in there,
coins.
hands it off, goes far corner. Oh, Jesus pushes it just wide.
Jesus.
It was a nice like layoff there from Sterling to Jesus. Gives him space and time, and he just can't curl it in. He had so much time there to get that ball right. He could have got that ball so right. He could have got that. Come on, Jesus, you got to be able to put that. What else have you been doing, buddy? You should be.
But yeah, this one, Brighton to win 4-2. Yeah, it's not really a bad shout. It's probably not likely going to get 6 goals, but it's a good shout.
4-2 to Spurs pays slightly less, so went with the one that.
Yeah, no, we want Spurs to lose. That's fine.
Yeah, yes, Rosie. Exactly.
You got the right team. Yeah.
For example, I'll write what you're supposed to type.
To Mr. Tom, how do you get your whole address in there to send? How do you do all that in like 180 characters? Can you do that, or 70 or whatever the number is? Oh, yeah, you can do that.
That's how it would work if you did it correctly. But obviously, don't type that out exactly because end up sending Gary coins.
What is wrong with that?
Well, because you haven't made a comment in Ryan's thing. So
I haven't done that. I've been over here chilling. So thank you, Mr. Tom, for delivering the bets to Mr.
Yeah. You got to
thank me. Thank Director John.
And thank you, Mr. John, for taking your words. Mr. John is the artist here. He took your words and put them on, on a canvas that we all enjoy.
I like how in the third image he's made it look like I'm living inside the Detroit Red Wings jersey.
Yeah,
like you could actually fit a family.
And you could turn like in 360 degrees and you wouldn't even touch any. It's like he's just spinning around inside there.
Yeah, it's literally like I'm cocooned inside it. Beautiful, beautiful. It's great Very stuff. Cool.
Like it. All right, back to
There he is. Look at him. Look on his way to the O2 Arena. Look at him.
Look at that.
That's what he's gonna look like when you see him tomorrow, Gary.
All right, I'm hoping so. I got pictures. I got my camera ready to go. It's like, take pictures, folks. Or we'll be able to sell. We might be able to sell some pictures outside and maybe get our meals for free if we do it right. So, Mr. Tom, I just go on. We got retro rewind TV in the house.
I always
Otherwise
say it
known as
like
Turner.
it's two W's. Retro rewind.
Retro
Yeah,
Rewind TV.
It doesn't sound right saying retro rewind TV. I can't. My man, it's like a tongue twister there.
I get the first R correct, but then the second word, I'm like retro rewind.
Yeah.
Southampton nearly scored. Southampton nearly scored.
You just let him just dribble right into the and the ball goes just over their crossbar.
That's their first attack basically today.
Yeah, and we just let them walk. See, I don't know what he says at halftime, but whatever you're saying, stop it. He keeps doing this. We come out the second half, and we look. We just like let them come get into our, and nobody's watching people coming into gets deflected off of Gabrielle, and if it didn't get deflected, who knows? Rhea probably gets there, but that deflection. That's why you can't let teams get into your final third. We've been doing that all game. All of a sudden now we want to give them some space. Why?
I just don't mind me taking the time to tell you because a certain gentleman is in England and is only really available for a Sunday night dinner. I'm sure I'll show him the respect of not naming him out loud, but let's just say his G. We'll call him G. No, wait, that's too obvious. Ari. His name rhymes with Ari. Anyway, sorry. Because of him, or not because of him, obviously because of his availability, I've basically cancelled the Leeds United show tomorrow, and we're going to hold it tonight while it's still fresh in my memory, where I can be even more angry. I'm not angry about it. I'm actually the least angry about it that people may have assumed I'd have been. But it's what it is. So we're going live at 9 p.m. tonight, 4 p.m. in the Eastern time zone.
Check it out, folks.
Please come along. And if you don't, I will probably have a hitman sent. No, I'm not. I'm not actually threatening to kill anyone. That's a bit much. I'm sorry. It's a bit much, but no. I mean, come along or don't. But ultimately, I'm gonna have Chinese in between then, so I'm gonna be full of food and fat. So
oh my gosh, what in the world was that?
Oh wait, I've got to take a phone call from Michael
Havertz
Jackson.
is just really, really out of sorts, man. A nice pass to him, and he lets the ball roll right under his feet. It looks like.
This is going to be one of those days, isn't it? It's just
this is why Arteta sometimes just needs to go ahead and make a big change. Put somebody in there who's going to spark some life. Like, think about it. And where he first comes into the match, what does he do? He's looking to score. Takes a shot, goes just wide, but. Come on, we need that. That's what we need when a game where we're getting all this possession. And why? And Jesus just dribbles right into the defender. Now he takes a shot too late, and it gets cleared out. I mean, come on. Oh, is that Sterling? Sorry, Sterling.
Well, the Southampton players are just lying in front of their goal, basically.
I know, and why are we dribbling into them? They're not going to go anywhere. We need more cutters and people slicing it through the spaces. Put the ball in earlier. We're like waiting for them to open up and give us space, and that's not happening.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know, but rotation is. You know what? The fact that we're getting all this time and space means we just need to be a little bit different in our approach here. Arteta should have known this. He should have known this.
Partey's not in defence. He's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing the 6 role.
And it can't be detrimental because they came up the left side very easily, and that's where Calafiori is. And Calafiori, in this particular game, should have all the legs to be able to keep up. We haven't done much on defense to say they've been surprising us.
Come on. I'll tell you what, Calafiori is very good. He has been excellent.
No, going forward, he's a pest. He's a bother going forward. Going back on defense, I'm like, he still needs a little work there.
No, Calafiori is great defensively as well, in my view.
But you know what? But he's a little bit. Well, he's been taking a couple of times already, and that's maybe just because the league's faster. But that should have been something that was instilled in him, especially the first time it happened. Again, the Savio did it. You're like, ouch. Shouldn't happen again after that, right?
I've got an important announcement on tonight's We All Love Leeds that we will be seeing the debut of Jeff Stelling and Joey Barton with contrasting opinions on the game last night, or more specifically.
How can he clatter into Rebo? Rebo jumps in front of him and doesn't even attack the ball. He just wants to block him from his. That's like interference, isn't it? He didn't go after the ball at all. He's like going to take out. He just took out Calafiori.
Well, Calafiori wasn't really near the ball, was he?
Well, no, well, he had control of it.
No,
he was turning back right, going back to the right, but he couldn't because the defender jumped right in front of him.
It looked like he wasn't really in control of the ball, in my view. But
come on, we're getting the ball turned back, and no, and not going to call a foul now. You know what? He's letting it play now, and this is ridiculous.
Southampton just scored. Fuck me.
Because you know what? Because whatever Arteta told him didn't work. It's so easy, man. They just
shoot. They just shoot. They shoot and they score. That's what you got to do. You shoot.
We're too busy taking our time to do anything. That's all. I mean,
we're trying to walk the ball. We're trying to walk the ball into the goal as usual, and they just take a shot and score. It's as easy as that.
This is ridiculous. Arteta, you got to do better than this. You see how this game's going, and you did absolutely nothing at halftime. Did nothing at halftime. We didn't look any different coming out.
Make a couple of substitutions now. I think we got to take.
Why we always have to react to something that the other team did, right? Why don't we actually look at what's the way the game's going and go, look, we need somebody to turn this thing around. Archer's getting all the time and space in the box. Saliba can't get to him soon enough, and he's able to turn it inside and score far post. Sterling loses the ball just in the midfield area.
Sterling's not being good.
And is he offsides? He looks offsides before he gets that ball. It should be offsides. He looks offsides from the angle. From the angle, it looks offsides, but in reality, it could be onside. But
I don't know if they're looking at it. I don't know.
They should be looking at it. He's well offsides from the angle. That just means, yeah. That's just too easy. Like, that's too easy. And that's like, that's too in that particular scenario, that should not happen.
According to Ryan, it's a foul in the middle of the box.
No, Sterling needs to be stronger. He's not calling it anyways. Oh my gosh, these guys are being idiots now. Of course they are. You're allowing them to do that now. If
I remember rightly, people feel free to correct me. Ryan declared Arsenal were going to win 6-0 today.
Oh man, I don't know about that.
6.
Oh, he didn't even get hit in the face. He's grabbing his face, and Jorginho's behind him. Referee, stop playing and wasting the game time. Look at this guy up and out of there. Come on, bring it in, Weary. Just change this thing up. We're just doing the same thing over and again.
Take off Sterling. Take off Jesus.
The experience not working. You change. Wasting minutes for Saka. He's out there with players that are not going to be able to get the job done with him.
Bring on Martinelli for Sterling, and bring on Nwaneri for Jesus.
And then Havertz is he playing? He is playing up top, right?
Havertz is playing he's playing just off the striker role. I think Jesus is the striker. I'm not quite sure. They're changing all the time.
Come on, we turn the ball over. Take the shot. No, we're going to pass it. Come on, you're standing right there in the corner of the 18. Take the damn shot. Come on.
Nice win back from Saka. Come on now.
Oh, yes, I saw the alert.
Yes, we scored, Havertz. Yes.
Get the nice turnover. Havertz gets in there, turns in, goes to the right. To the left, and puts the ball past the goalkeeper. Very nice.
Yes.
There's a nice response.
That was deserved. It's deserved. No one can say it's not deserved. So.
Yeah. No, for the game it's deserved, but for the fact that we had to use it to get back into the game, not so much. But
Gary, when are you going to learn this is football? Teams get chances.
No. The fact that we're losing is the problem, not the fact that they scored.
Yeah, we obviously we shouldn't have been losing, obviously.
I'm more, like I said, I'm more concerned that we didn't score in the first half, more than that they scored. Like in this type of game, the game's going to be open, and the game opened up just like it does in every game. And the other team will get a chance, but you have to put when you get so much possession in a half, you have to score.
Yeah, we just weren't effective. You know, we were getting into the box, but just not creating. We had about 2-3 good chances. That was about it, despite being in the box a lot.
Yeah, no, I just don't like the way that was coached up. The way that was coached up for me. But you know what? Now we need to just kick on.
Yes. I think he's offside. He's going to be offside, isn't he? No, he's not offside.
Here we go.
Oh, Jesus, you freaking idiot.
How in the world does he not see the offensive player, the defender coming in there? If he just takes the shot, maybe he scores. He doesn't want to take the shot. We don't need players like that anymore. You can't. You're sitting there with nobody in front of you. How in the world are you not? Nobody's there. Take the damn shot. Oh.
Don't upset everyone, but while we were talking about Joker 2, Man City did actually score.
Of course. That was inevitable.
I told you they were up 2-1 already, Mr. Tom.
Oh, okay. That's my mistake then.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that either.
I said game's over. It's 2-1 City. Yeah.
Oh well, we were kind of going on about Lady Gaga in musical.
That was a long time ago in my head.
Yeah, but it was at the same time. Evidently,
it's still in your head. It's still in your head.
But Trossard's just come on for Jesus.
It really
there we
is.
go.
Trossard,
you know what? Trossard should be pissed because he's like, I could have already had 3 goals in this game. And where he should be in this game already, but he's not going to play. It's ridiculous.
Sterling, Jesus, and Jorginho have gone off for Martinelli, Trossard, and Marino.
Come on, and given where he is due, man, he's been working hard. You're going to bring him in for what, 10 minutes? Come on. This trust thing, I don't understand. Give the man his minutes. We get to see what Marino can do now, because now this means that midfield is all ours, right?
It should be. Partey, Rice, and Marino. It's a pretty good midfield.
This should be our midfield, and they should not even touch the ball in our half again. Jesus doesn't do crosses, which is ironic. Well, then take the damn shot. That's what I wanted him to do. Take the shot.
He should have taken the shot. He was by himself. He should have taken the shot. Shows you he's lacking in confidence, right? That's what it does.
Yeah, Martinelli has it, and Jesus has it, and it's like, dude, this is the thing we're lacking.
Lovely move by Havertz. Come on now.
That's Calafiori with a nice control to get that ball back. Nice Havertz. Whoop, slips by. There we go.
Oh, Rice shoots it over.
How do you? You gotta keep that on target. Come on. Yeah, we should. You know what, BX? I hope so. Lay down the gauntlet and just finish this thing off.
I'd like to congratulate
that last comment's pretty funny, actually. Jesus doesn't do crosses, which is ironic. Yeah, pretty good.
Wow.
I said it, but it didn't come off as well as you guys. I don't know. It's the accent or something.
I'll bet they improve around the April period of the season, though.
Oh, well, that'd be really nice if that happens. And improve, you mean go from like sitting behind the top of the table to being on the top of the table?
I was actually saying the boulder disappeared and then he escaped and you never saw him again.
Okay, well, I don't think I don't.
I don't know why I said that. It doesn't have any meaning.
I know.
To all the people that are going to be offended by it.
I know. I was like,
hang on. Sorry, Alonso's trying to save me here with Arsenal need to lay down some of these nuts. I mean, again though, in fairness, how is that going to intimidate Southampton either? They might like big bollocks. I don't know. None of us know.
Yeah, Havertz with his shot earlier that was missed. He's got to keep that on target somehow.
But still. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, deflected
Ball
shot
comes
from
in.
Partey, just wide.
Partey gets a touch, puts a ball in, deflected just past the goal. All right, we are teeing off like we were doing in the last match. This time it needs to finish with like at least 2 more goals and at least a 2-goal lead here by the end of this thing. Wow, he that could have got deflected right in the way that was came off.
Got a corner now from the right.
20 hours ago, BX Gunner demanded I do a watch along of Leeds versus Sunderland. Sorry, bro.
Oh, you just got the message? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But, you know.
Oh, useless cross from Saka.
Useless in the sense that we don't even, like that. So it goes straight out. There's nobody can get to it unless they're a minute ball. And even he can't get to it.
That's a minute ball, basically, yeah. 7'8" or whatever he was.
Another NBA player died this week.
Mutombo, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mutombo.
Yeah, what a legend.
No.
What a legend.
Yeah, so and not only just for his basketball, for everything he did outside, off the court was really good. He helped lots of people.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Cross comes in. Saka, can you get it down? And no, not enough time. These guys need to be ready to shoot at all times. Cross comes in, and they are just flying at the ball, and they're going to get every call now, of course, because why would they? Saints are not playing well. We need to spread them out. We're not doing that. We're just going for the easy. We're letting ourselves down, thinking just because they have 9 guys in there, we can't move them around.
At Southampton, they are. This is the type of over coaching stuff, like tactic stuff, that really, really annoys me. I mean, I'm not a Southampton fan at all, but just watching the way they play annoys me because they are playing it out from the back, even though A, they can't do it. B, we're playing a high press on all of their players, and they keep playing out from the back, and they're the team on the back foot. Ramsdale should be kicking that ball up the pitch. That's what should be happening. But
because
no,
they don't want to. They're not going to. Because nobody. They don't want to. They know if they come down, if they turn it over, they're in trouble. So they're going to.
Yeah, but they're in more trouble playing it out from the back because we're playing high press and they can't play out from the back. They're not good at it.
We're hitting that. We've hit the 10. We're at 11 corners now, and I don't even know if any of them we've gotten a header on at the goal.
Oh,
Leicester, Bournemouth is now 0-0.
I think the referee blew the whistle. Oh, the sun's freaking come out now. Bloody hell.
Havertz's header was, I don't know what happened there. Havertz's header goes wayward on the right there. And a restart here.
Russ's comment is great. Russ is bang on with that last comment there.
Oh, man.
It's been reincarnated as Nketiah.
Jesus is not good. I don't mean that in a religious sense.
Southampton have a 6'7" striker. Why don't they bypass our press? Because I can tell you why. Because all teams now try to play our Pep Guardiola plays, and there's no second plan.
It kind of sounds silly to try somebody else's, plan.
That's what football's become. Because basically, you're playing Man City's blueprint. You have different tweaks, but you have a lot better players doing it. It's still an inferior version of what Man City do. But that's the fact is, the further away in the table you get from Man City, you still generally have teams doing the same thing, apart from Everton, obviously, because they suck.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
That's why I think the teams that play to their strengths, and I just got an alert, so this will be a good sign.
Martinelli!
Here we go. We got Saka puts the ball in. And Martinelli from the far post is able to put it in past Ramsdale. Ramsdale, you're in for some trouble.
We've got to see if he was offside, though. I think we've got to review this one.
Oh, crap.
So, based on what you're telling me, is that my bet is still going because Havertz did score, did he not? So,
yeah.
You know
I mean,
what?
if Ben
Mr.
Barrett and
Tom?
Diaz scores,
You know what, Mr. Tom? For that, I don't. You're muted because that you were just about
Punishment.
go down that road, and I don't like it.
Tom knows better. He knows better.
He was just about to
He's
say
not offside. Martinelli's not offside. There's no way he can be offside there.
Okay. All right, we've put him back in. That was just I just saw where you were going. I didn't like that road trip you were about to go on, and I just needed to squash it. You know, the cops got called. You got pulled over, sir. Hey, do you know how fast you've been going?
That fly. Yeah, that's fair. That's perfectly fair. I kind of knew I was playing with fire for even suggesting it.
Yeah,
Tom knows the rules, and he flagrantly broke the rules.
Yeah,
True.
man.
It's true.
That is not offside, but they're spending time reviewing it, of course.
Because they got to find a way. They have to find a way.
Absolutely incompetent idiots.
Bournemouth just had their goal taken away. So
Martinelli is not offside. Look at it. Anyone can see it. That number 45 or whatever it is for Southampton, or 35. Can't really see the number.
Yeah,
the number 35. He is well onside.
Yeah, he is. There's no even chance. Like they're looking at 16. They're trying to get an angle where only the 16 player is in the video, so that they can say he was offsides, because they don't want to look any further than that, because that would make it easy and fast.
35 is keeping Martinelli onside.
Yeah, his back leg is further back than where even Jesus is starting.
I would say even with number 16, he's onside.
It's close there, but they can make with the width of the ruler, they can make that one maybe fit.
Onside, they just ruled it onside.
You know what? They tried their hardest, man. They were trying their hardest to figure this one out.
4-1 to West Ham United.
I already said that. You guys don't want to listen to me.
You did say that, but you was also in the middle of celebrating the Arsenal goal. So you actually tell a lie. The actual thing you said was West Ham, and then you started talking about Arsenal.
No, I said West Ham's up 4-1.
I don't recall the words up 4-1 leaving your mouth.
Okay, all right. Maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I was just thinking it. But Martinelli has scored yet again 3 games now in a row in the Premier League. He has put the ball either in the goal or made sure somebody else did.
I'm going to say this. So far, I know it's not really a big enough sample size to go from, really, to be fair. But so far, what I've seen from Sterling is not good. It is not good.
No, you know what? I think they waited too long to get him into football, because right now, like, Martinelli is playing at a level right now that he's not going to get to play. Right? When he was struggling a little bit, and we need a little bit something different. It made sense to put it. It wasn't as like. I don't know about you, but when we brought him in, was there any reason why he couldn't play in any of the games that he was available for? I think he was available.
But what Arteta always does, when you bring in a new player, he's not going to put him in straight away.
He will do that if he trusts the player, and I thought he would have trusted Sterling.
No, he doesn't do that with anyone. He's never brought in a player unless there's a lot of injuries or whatever, and you absolutely have to. He's never brought in a player and played him straight away. He's always had to have 2 or 3 games coming in as a substitute. That's just the way he does things. But yeah, I agree with you. He probably should have played sooner. But the chances he's got now, he's had a few chances now, Sterling, and he just hasn't been good.
Yep. No, we need to score 4 goals in this game for me to feel like, you know what, that first half wasn't wasted. Come on, nice from Sacker. Nice from Sacker. He's got 4 players around him, and yet he still can't find anybody to pass to. I don't get it. They're just standing there watching him. Somebody cut to the in front of the goal or something.
Well, he had a shot, didn't he? And it was quite an easy save for Ramsdale.
No, he did, but you know what? That's why he needs people coming in, right? To get to make space. Like if they're running through the box, right? They're creating, space for him. But he's got 4 plays he's got to shoot through. He can't find anybody to pass the ball to because they're all hiding.
Colonel, I just want to say to Colonel, mate. By the way, Colonel, I hope you're good. I get what you're saying, Colonel, but come on. Watching football, Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce, Alan Pardew football, that was not fun. That was boring hoof the ball up the pitch football. That's what that was.
Pulis, Allardyce, Pardue, and how do you say that? Is that
Staple
Staple?
figures of my childhood. He's basically talking about he grew up with, with the Tony Pulis, Sam Allardyce's, Alan Pardew's managers.
So does that mean he didn't like football? He really hated it?
I mean, that football was not fun to watch, Colonel. You know that, mate.
No, but it was fun. I do see what he means, though. Like, different. It's like in boxing. Different styles make fights, and there were different styles of football, different degrees to which doing the hoof it football. For example, actually, I'm not going to use the Leeds example, but I just feel like everyone playing the tippy-tappy football does make boring football. It's all right when you've got lots of the ball, but if you're the team that hasn't got lots of the ball, it's fucking dull. Or when you're playing against a low block and the other team knows you're about to do a low block and then they just sit into their low block. I've said all that wrong.
Yeah, but if you think if you think of from the neutral, the perspective of the neutral fan, in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, the so-called tiki-taka football, keeping the ball in the team, possession football, is more entertaining to watch because you're watching a bit of skill, you're watching a bit of quality, you're watching players who are passing the ball well, have good skills, whatever. To me, that is more entertaining than just what it used to be, where they'll just hoof the ball up the pitch. It was basically like watching frigging tennis, just backwards and forward, header, back. No one could pass the ball for more than 3 or 4 consecutive passes. To me, that was garbage to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what? Colonel Ward does bring it back, saying they were doing their own styles. But for me, it's playing to either your strengths or what you can. Playing to your strengths essentially. Just think about it. If you don't have all those talented players, but guess what? You've got some players that will actually be patient and disciplined in the way that they play, so they don't put themselves in dire situations by opening themselves up for anything. Then you play to that, and you get really good at it, right? With the players you got, So that's why
it became what changed was there used to be. The tactics used to be more direct. He was playing direct. You'd try and get the ball up the field as quickly as possible to players up front, to get the ball and knock it down to others, and you try and get the ball up the pitch as quickly as possible, which in many cases was quite effective for teams who had good, players up front to do that. And then tactics changed to be more possession oriented, where it's like, okay, we want to control what's happening with the football. We want to have the ball. We want to control what's going on, because when you play directly, you're kicking the ball basically as quickly as you can up the pitch. You are taking much higher risk, and you are taking a much higher risk in losing the ball. So you'll be getting the ball coming back at you straight away. So if you're not good at, winning those second balls, the rebounds and stuff, you're going to have a hard day of it. Basically, you're just going to have the ball coming back at you all the time. So it shifted to a more possession style. And you needed players who, to do that, were good at passing, more skillful. So yeah, football basically changed from that more direct style to the possession style. And yeah, okay, some people don't like the possession style. They say it's more boring or whatever. Yeah, it's all about taste and opinion and preference, isn't it? Really.
True.
Obviously, the possession style is really fun to watch when you're actually making an effective use of it. But generally speaking, the amount of Leeds United matches I've watched where we have 80% of the ball in a 10-minute period and we're losing 1-0, and the other team, you can tell they're fucking thrilled that we're doing the thing of we're going to pass it back to the goalkeeper, and then I believe they call it recycling the ball. And it's like, recycle the ball, because in the 15 seconds it takes you to get back to where you just were, that's 15 seconds off the clock. And there's still 10 of us waiting to block this, whatever you're about to try. Or you just put it in the stands or whatever. That's partly why I was very happy this week that we went behind twice and didn't lose. Because there were a lot of games last season where if we went 1-0 down at Sunderland, we lost 1-0, despite having all the ball. Where that's where I was personally encouraged. I have made it about Leeds, because I make everything about Leeds, as Sam quite rightly has noticed and pointed out. Put on a billboard or whatever, but genuinely true that I think regressing ability of teams try to do what Man City do. Like, if they can do it, we can do it, and it's like, but you can't.
The possession football started with Cruyff. Southampton just got the ball off the crossbar.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, lovely throw from Raya out to Martinelli. Come on, Martinelli. Come on, lad. He's not quick enough. Oh, we got the ball back. Come on, Martinelli. Come on, lad. The pass is wrong.
Let me look at the cinema schedule.
Oh, who's he passing the ball to? It's like he had two people to pass to, and he picked the guy in the middle. You needed to
so Cruyff started basically the more possession style football that was the sort of like the Ajax model. Cruyff started that at Barcelona, revolutionized Barcelona, and Pep Guardiola was a student of Cruyff, and he took it.
Right, I'm thinking they called that total football.
The Ajax model was total football, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's when they had defenders going into attack and stuff, which never happened before. In the old days, the defenders hardly ever went past the halfway line. Basically, I'm simplifying it a bit, but you know what I mean. So Pep Guardiola learned from Cruyff, and obviously made it into his own. He took it a bit further and developed things further, which he's obviously done a very good job with it. But the football did change basically from more direct football to a possession style football in the 2000s. Basically, is when it started.
Yeah. Oh, Havertz there should have just taken that ball earlier than later. I don't know what he's waiting for. He was going to take it anyway, so he should have just taken it first time. He kind of waited.
Did you all know Gladiator 2 is coming out?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It's basically a big CGI fest, basically, but it does look good. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, because one of the battles is like they've actually got a big sea within the Colosseum.
Yeah, that is one of
the a naval battle. I mean,
that is one of the
obviously.
That was one of the things I've always wanted to see done actually well in a movie, because in the Roman times in the Colosseum, they actually did do naval battles, for fun, like that. They would, for entertainment. They would actually put water in there and ships and actually go do naval battle, which is absolutely incredible, astounding what they were able to do back then. And that has never, ever been put on film in a good way. I don't think anybody's really done it, really. Yeah. But now, since with CGI, obviously, they're able to do it. So I'm looking forward to that, actually, to be able to see that type of, good effect.
Yeah, 3-on-6, and they're still able to get whatever they want. And we play, and it's man on man. They have 2 extra players and stuff. Like, I don't understand what we're doing. And Calafiori is just giving them too much space there. But I think I saw this comment here. Havertz is a match away if he scores it in the next home match. Breaking, I guess it's not Henry's record, but
I think it's
Robert Van Persie's record of scoring is it the start of the season or just consecutive?
I'm not sure whether it's from the start of the season or whether it's just consecutive home games across seasons. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
If Southampton or Wolves, through these teams went up 2 up with 2 tall target men, then you do not feel because teams more problems. Problem is they're not ever getting. I don't think they if they go up 2-0 on a team. Is that ever? When does that happen?
Yeah, but has Kai Havertz achieved the Junior Firpo record of scoring an own goal, and getting booked in the same game?
Oh my gosh, we are really and truly just nice defense, nice tackle there from. I don't know who that was.
Thank you for joining us.
Bargev joins us. Yes, it's definitely a tough one, man.
Yeah, Bargev.
Definitely a tough one. Oh, come on. Get in there, Box. Oh, why did he pull up on that one? Here we go. We got the ball back. They are not. We keep them.
Lovely from Calafiori. They're just covering everything in the box. They just got everyone in the box.
Nice ball. It gets deflected, and keep it in there. Keep it in there.
Calafiori is quality. I'm really liking what I'm seeing.
Partey puts a cross in. Makes it to. Here we go. Keep it.
I just want to congratulate this Otter for looking like it just won Player of the Month.
Okay.
Ramsdale fluffed it, but looks like he's lucked out with the kick.
Yeah. 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 Don't you, oh, why is it 50-50 they get the ball? Two players fighting for the ball, they go down and it's their. Come on. It's like that been that way since this whole second half. Just because they're behind doesn't mean. And they didn't call that play on
Well, Tomiyasu's coming on.
Trossard. Every time there's some excuse. It was a bit of a slip why Trossard went down under a little bit of contact. Tomiyasu's coming in for who?
Taking off Partey, looks like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We've gotten some fresh legs on here, so that part is good.
Apparently,
Tomiyasu,
there's
it's good
an
to see him back.
object on the pitch that the ball hit.
Oh, so he found it, huh?
No idea if this is true.
What?
Apparently, there's like a watch on the floor that the ball hit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It looked like it was maybe a bit of debris or something. That's because that's what can happen, you know.
So somebody's what, like watch fell off his arm probably at the right moment in the right spot at the right time.
Someone's probably thrown it on the field at some point, you know.
Someone tried to throw a watch at him.
Because
Because apparently you can't get into Sunderland with like basically if you take money cash into Sunderland, they'll confiscate your coins, kind of thing. That's one of their policies. So obviously someone threw a watch at him instead of a coin.
Wow.
Essentially.
Did someone take like an extra watch or something then on their wrist or something? Because it's like, why would you throw your bloody watch?
I mean, you'd be like, how are you going to tell the time, mate? You'd be like, oh, I've got my phone in my pocket, blood.
It's crazy the stuff they throw onto the pitch, honestly.
To be fair, people from up north are so
Come on,
stupid
let's hold on to this ball.
They throw their phone on the pitch instead of
every 50-50 opportunity, we're giving a ball right back to them. We should, and they're going to be down for a bit because they're hurt again.
Yeah, Walker Peters is down. He looks quite hurt. I think it's just a nasty knock, to be honest. I don't think it's serious.
Tranmere Rovers have scored, is what I'd say if they didn't.
Oh, so it's binary. It's a binary score now.
No, they've still got none. 1-0 to
Rolex,
MK Dons.
There's not. I don't think there's one Rolex in all of Sunderland, to be honest. He's definitely something from Timu, I'll tell you that.
Got about 5 minutes left in this one. Need to finish this thing off strong. City is now up 3-1 in their match.
Told you they was going to come back with 4 goals.
Yeah. I don't know. Nobody can talk to Havertz anymore. Stop talking to the man. Definitely nobody's going to be talking much about
Havertz goals. He scores goals. He plays well in the link-up play. Yeah. He's good off the ball, you know, defending and stuff. I mean, people who still talk shit about Havertz, they're just completely brain dead.
Yeah. No, I mean, can he score more goals? Yes, but you know, he's not the only one missing. So
but the thing is,
Fulham just scored to close the gap. Now it's 3-2.
Oh wow! But anyway, you know this Gyökeres, the Swedish striker in Sporting Lisbon, who's scoring goals for fun. Yes, he's a great striker. I'd love to have him, but I don't think he would still do the same all-round game that Havertz does.
But that's the thing. I thought that was the one thing about him that they liked, is that he is a little like, maybe Sesko is more apt to do more than Gyökeres is, but I thought Gyökeres was also
on the break here. Come on, work. Oh, Trossard, here
we go. The ball's through the middle here.
Saka scores on the rebound.
He left the ball, and Saka is left with the ball and space, time, and everything, and Saka puts it away.
I thought Trossard messed it all up.
Didn't he mess it up, and it just came off the defender and just fell to Saka's feet?
Yeah, but I meant that Trossard should have passed it out left.
Okay. Yeah, he had a man wide open on the left. He could have just laid it out there for him, but it worked out for us on the right. Saka gets the ball, and Saka now has a goal to add to his tally now.
Yeah, Trossard's going through the middle, and he should have passed out left. He loses the ball.
Nice defense in
and
the middle there because we had lots. Yeah, he had a man. If he just lays it off there
He
easily,
lost the ball. He lost the ball, and
lost the ball.
the Southampton player played the ball into the feet of Saka.
Very nice. And Saka puts it away very nicely, far corner. Very nice.
That player, I'm not sure where he's from. He's Asian anyway, number 16. So he's taken the ball off of Trossard, and he doesn't see that Saka is coming. He's just played the ball right into the feet of Saka. My God.
Saka's like, you couldn't have planned this any better.
It was like a pass from Trossard, basically.
Yeah. His 49th Premier League goal for him. He's 1 away from 50. Yeah. Well, you know what? The scoreline looks better, and we'll forget about that first half. But we'll take it. We'll take it for sure. Captain Saka.
Nice tally now.
Yeah.
I've looked into what that player, the Southampton player, I believe you want to know the name of. It's Pol Pot.
No, you know what? No, like you can't go 24 hours without saying that, can you?
It's one of the best things ever. And not necessarily the execution either. It was just the fact that it happened, and your reaction to it made it perfect.
Yeah, you know what? You guys told me don't look up things, and I definitely looked up some things, and
I looked up some things.
I could have just sat there looking oblivious to it all and nothing. You know, he probably would have went on for another half hour, but I looked it up, and it just basically it was a punch to the gut kind of thing. It was like, I can't breathe now. What's going on? Something just not right about this.
Here on the road trip on Saturday afternoons,
Transmere have scored for real.
Transmere scored. Wow.
What does that mean? Does that mean they're not going to lose?
Well, I mean, there's still time left, clearly, but
we need to score again. If they're going to add, I heard 9 minutes.
What's the score then?
1-1. Transmere up to 17.
Oh my God, they are not going to lose right now. Right where it stands, we have 8 minutes to score another goal. Come on.
I was just going to say here on a Saturday afternoon on the road trip, we endeavor to educate people. This is educational as well as entertaining.
Some of it you don't. Some of it you need. Some of it you really, really, really don't need. It's okay if you miss that one. If you were sick that day.
Temporary entertainment with history lessons. What we're doing here is pivotal. It's important.
No, it's not.
Explain the importance.
There's some history you really don't need. There's some people who, you know what? I don't understand how I'm okay with Pat Tate, but Paul Pot, I got problems with. They both are just like, there's levels to it. They're at different levels in the scheme of things, but they still are on the same. They're still in the same genre, right? They're still doing the same things. But yes, but sometimes you don't need to even know about the history. It's all right if the kids miss it, that's all right. There's been another goal. Brentford is now up 5-2.
Wow. But Pol Pot they miss. The viewers miss Pol Pot. They keep asking for him. They want him back.
This guy right here. This is why you might get cut off. This stop.
No,
first you bring. You only get.
Wrestling reference.
No, you know what? I don't care. It's true. Yeah, no, it definitely has a lot to do with it. The only reason why he brought it up has to do with why he should not be allowed. He cannot have two strikes on his show, and he's already got one that he brings on every show. Now he's got 2 strikes. Don't get a third there, Lonzo.
Pa.
No, you're not getting that one.
Pa, I can't feel my legs.
Tom, have you bet on American football today?
I have bet on American football. I bet on every American football game.
There you go. Tony Tucker. I don't know.
No, okay. I'm on profit. I'm winning in this year's NFL season because my distrust of the pundits is profiteering myself. I believe I've bet on the Dallas Cowboys to win the spread.
Wait, who are they playing today? Because they're injured. So
I will Just give me a second. I will find out.
Still
who
got
you're
6
playing.
minutes to go here. Hey! Don't you got lots to lose there, Alonso. Don't play games here. You got 6 minutes to go. Arsenal needs to get that 4th goal. We can't have City scoring more goals than us in a match. I'm sorry. I don't care who they're playing, who they are.
City have a worse goal difference than us today.
Yeah, but we need to score another goal so we can, I think, catch up to Liverpool in goal difference. Because right now they're sitting at double digits.
That's Cowboys at Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, come on. Be strong. Come on. Oh,
well, I'm guessing you haven't scored because Sam's not reacting. So.
No. Just oh wait, Wolverhampton just scored. It's 5-3 right now. Those guys, there's seriously no defense being played.
Told you they're playing with cones.
5-3.
They stuck photographs of the goalkeepers' faces on those inflatable.
And it's
I don't know what you call them. You know, like the buddy.
It's distracting the players. They're looking at it, laughing, and they're like just like missing the goal. They're like, I cannot believe.
No, I think they just keep kicking the ball at it. They're like, can we blow through it? Basically,
I think the City match is over because I didn't put a cross in there and it gets pushed out for a corner. Ben, you know what? We have not scored on a free kick. So how about?
So I got an important fact here from Russ Morgan. Did you know that Ron Simmons was an All-American?
Why do we keep bringing up this crap? Nobody cares about that school. Nobody cares about that school.
Facts that Russ
no, it's a terrible fact. Terrible fact.
Tell us about
Wayne
Johnson at the Miami Hurricanes.
No. What? You just bring the same jokes. Get new jokes.
No. I want to know more about Thaddeus something.
No. Thaddeus. Oh, Thaddeus. Yes, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
I forget his surname.
What is his name in the wrestling world?
He's Titus O'Neil in wrestling.
There you go. His
most notorious thing that he ever did was when he tried to enter the Royal Rumble and he tripped over and then fell under the apron. This is a real thing. It's a real thing that happened, and it's incredible. It's one of the greatest bit of businesses I've ever seen. Russ
and Gabrielle
confirmed for me that what I described definitely happened. He fell under the ring.
I haven't seen nearly as much of wrestling as you have, Tom, obviously, but from the stuff I've seen in recent times, that's basically through you and your show, basically. But nothing's ever going to beat that boxing stick on a glove. I mean, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Oh man, we've got 5 players. Come on, can we get something out of this? That's a terrible pass. He rolled the ball at 1 negative miles per hour.
Yeah, it's a bit sloppy at the moment. I think we're looking a bit tired now. Come on, Martinelli's out left. Play Martinelli.
What are you waiting for? He's sitting there. He's got to run.
Too hard. Passed the ball too hard. Trossard, you clown. Why did you play that ball so hard?
That is kind of greedy. Trossard, you were being greedy there. That was being greedy. Because he might actually give you the ball back if you give it to him with some space. But then again, he should score if you give it to him early because he has the whole far post to shoot at. That was not. That was really greedy.
That is the silliest, stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Fantastic. It's one of my favourite things. I've always kept that just in the back pocket, just in case Greenwood brings it up.
Oh, you know what? This Russ guy is going to get kicked off the show.
Do you know which school Brad Johnson went to?
I don't care, and I really don't know.
What is the answer, Russ?
No, nobody wants to know the answer.
I do, because I don't know who Brad Johnson is.
No, you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
But in all seriousness, I have backed the Dallas Cowboys plus 2.5 to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. We're down a couple of defenders, I think.
Yeah, but you've got my faith behind you, so
we're down 2 of our best defenders. Let's just say that. Our best defender, and then maybe our 3rd or 4th best defender. So it's not.
So who are the Chicago Bears playing? Let's see if I can remember
The
what.
Bears just beat the Rams last weekend.
Cross comes in and deflected off. Can we hold on to this ball?
Who have the Bears got this weekend, Tom? I haven't actually looked.
The Chicago Bears are at home against the Carolina Panthers, and I believe I've took them minus.
Oh my
3.5.
gosh! You don't even know what you're doing. You just booted that. Why? Martinelli on a touchline there.
Did you say you got the Bears to win, Tom?
Yeah, minus 3.5. I've got the Bears to win against Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, Rosie knows. Rosie also knows that you guys should be hitting the likes and subbing for those who are new.
So, Gary, you saying that I should log on and like the show?
That's it.
It would be nice.
Whistle, 3-1, nice win, 3 points in the bag.
We'll take it. Arsenal gets a win, gets some goal difference.
Yep.
We'll take it.
With that. We'll take that. It was a bit sloppy at times, and it took its time because Southampton were playing with everyone in their box.
Yeah.
But we eventually did it.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreline, you're like, all right. But then you look at the game, you're like, oh, man. You know,
I hit the like, but mainly because Gary told me to, more than Rosie telling me to. Because
done. Yes.
Because
5-3 Brentford. So there you go. 8 goals scored in that one. Oof. Wolves.
Well, Gary, you'll get to watch Match of the Day.
Oh, I was just going to say, should we try if John's still around? I don't know if John's still around. I don't know if we're going to get any graphics.
He's gone.
Okay, but what are the scores then? Should we go through the scores?
I know. I'll happily do that. I mean, obviously, we'll try and do it as slow as possible in case.
You know what? Let me see if I can put something up just a second here. So give it just a second here. We'll get the scores up. Everything's finished. Results. Boom, boom, boom. All right.
Point gained for Transmere.
All right. Okay.
A non-binary result.
There we go. We're gonna put the scores up here. Give me a second. I'm gonna present
in the West Midlothian. Oh, Director John is here.
Does he have time? You know what? If he doesn't have time, I'm putting the scores up now. So, where is this thing? Where is it?
I've got to add all the slides from what Ben sent me this morning.
What you say going on at the same time tonight at 9 o'clock?
Yeah, do it tonight rather than tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. You know, you said that, but I was just making sure we had the same time.
Yeah. No, it's 9 p.m. Obviously, I won't try and make it like an absolute slog like usual, but I say slog. I enjoy doing it, but I can understand that some people go like, "You talk about Leeds for 2.5 hours." I'm like, mighty generous of you to think that I spend 2.5 hours talking about Leeds United. I think a lot of it is spent on everyone else.
You actually got 2 games to go through this week, haven't you?
Yeah, but my actual favourite part of it was 18 minutes into the Norwich game, I got a message from Ben going, "Wanker of the week," and he had already selected. I'm not going to spoil who because that'd take away the fun. And I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, that's mighty ambitious to pick the wanker of the week 18 minutes into the first of 2 games in the week.
Yeah, so here's the scores. Here's the scores right here. And you want to do that, Mr. Tom?
Yeah. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, I can.
I'm getting old, Gary. I'm getting old, Gary. Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1. Arsenal 3, Southampton 1. Oh, John's logging in. We'll still do it anyway. I don't know whether I should still carry on reading them out or whether it's contractual. Or you can look at the show. We'll wait for Mr. John. Does he's gonna wait for John because he's got a lovely spreadsheet.
All right, so let's see what that is. Let's see what that's all about. And we'll go over here. We'll go back to this for a bit. Come on. And we'll do we'll let John show us what it's all about.
I'll do the least important scores of the day. So Dundee United 2. No, sorry, Dundee FC 2. Kilmarnock 3. Hibernian 1. Motherwell, which is fine, thanks, 2. St Mirren 0. Dundee United 1. And that's all for the Scottish Premier League today, because obviously Rangers and Celtic are exclusive to Sundays.
True. So yeah, I mean Arsenal with the win and the 2-goal difference cuts. We're only 2 goals difference off from Liverpool, which is really good. You know, we're not as far away as we were to start the day. What is that?
Oh, that's handy. That's handy. Plymouth Argyle scored a winner against Blackburn in 97th minute.
And nice for them. Oh, here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Right, this is it. This is proper football right now. Proper football.
Yeah.
Sponsored by We All Love Leeds, which is on live tonight at 9 p.m. Sorry.
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. That's some serious. This is a serious show with serious people on it, giving serious football
Gary, the
content.
most serious man on earth. So, Gary Coleman. Sorry, what? Anyway,
what you talking about, Willis?
Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1. Sorry. No, give me 10 seconds.
Good news with Gary Gnu. That's
seconds.
my favorite. That's my favorite Gary, though. You ever see Gary Gnu?
Give me 10 seconds to professionalize myself.
Professionalize himself. I don't even know what that means.
Hey, everybody! I'm Michael Jackson. I'm gonna read the scores.
Security.
Oh no, exactly. Not again. I thought we kicked that guy out. How does he get it? Didn't his card get expired and then
We got to change our security.
Crystal Palace 0, Liverpool 1, Arsenal 3, Southampton 1, Brentford 5, Wolves 3. Leicester 1. Hello, Alonso. Howdy-ho. That's Mr. Hankey. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Bournemouth 0. Man City 3. Fulham 2. West Ham 4. They don't deserve Michael treatment.
Oh man.
Did Gary actually just go, oh Mike?
But
Everton versus Newcastle kick off at 5:30.
But how did it go with Michael Jackson's favourite team midweek in the Champions League? You know, the young boys. I think they lost, didn't they?
I have no idea.
Why, dude? He didn't do anything. All right, you know what? At least before we go, this is something, Mr. Tom. Can you find somebody who might be able to actually say this in the right way?
I will need to go to the bathroom for 22 seconds.
Okay.
Hey, everybody! I'm back! I'm back with more of the shit that you love. Anyway. Shut up, motherfucker!
I don't know why I like that. I shouldn't. I don't know why, but it's just. Oh, oh, that was great. That's a good way to end that one.
I must go now. My planet needs me.
My planet. Oh. Oh.
Planet P. D file.
Oh look. We've got the Northumberland Disabled League.
Oh, that is just.
Do I need to go and get Michael back for the championship?
No. Security can just check them out now.
This is fantastic. Thank you, Director John.
Yes.
In fact, should I go and get Michael to thank Director John?
No, it's all right. Director John, thank you very, very much. I appreciate the scores for a halftime and full time today. This went really well. I think I know how you did it, but I don't know how you did it. So, but I enjoy what you did there. So, I like it. All right,
Come on, Director John.
there you go. There's multiple screens on this thing. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, all right. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Hang on. Who's that guy at the top? What? That's who's he talking about? I'm always here.
I thought Director John was describing Michael Jackson there because he said PDF file. I know he was found not guilty, so yeah.
That's his favorite file type.
Oh no, that just. So Ryan did not get to enjoy his his fun in the first 20 minutes of that match, but he did get to enjoy Arsenal getting a 3-1 win after having what we would say is a poor first half, but we'll take a 3-1 win, all right?
Yep.
Take a 3-1 win.
Before the game, would you have took a 3-1 win, even though you did say 6-0?
Yeah, I would have taken that.
Yeah. I mean, I would have taken a 3-1 win yesterday.
Yes, I bet you would.
Anyway, so thank you, everyone. Oh, wait, Ryan suggesting we bring on P. Diddy.
That's even worse than Paul.
I defeated Gary Sandin when he said it, but that's even worse than Paul.
Oh. You're gonna have to change that because one of my good friends' name is Paul, and you're like sullying it.
Do you ever get the urge to ask him if he descended from the line of Potts?
Never.
Okay, that's fair. I would have been surprised. I would have been very surprised if you went, yeah, you know what, you're right. But
no, I don't know. No. So they scored in the 26 minute. Fulham did, but short-lived because 6 minutes later, from just inside the box, Kovacic puts it away, and then Foden on the left puts a cross in, and lays it off for Kovacic again. He scores the second goal. What? They gave up 2 goals to the defender. Jack Grealish is on for 20 seconds, and Doku. Is it Doku? Yeah. Doku puts him up 3.
you never guess who got sent off for Plymouth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, you probably would guess, because why would I bring it up if it wasn't Wayne Rooney?
Oh, wow. Wayne Rooney had a meltdown, did he?
Yeah, 87th minute. A minute after Blackburn equalised, he got sent off. And then Plymouth proceeded to then get 3 yellow cards from between 87 and 99. But they also scored and won 2-1. So apparently, behaving like a pair of pricks does actually yield rewards. Also, to the Sunderland fans that left the stadium in the 85th minute onwards, despite your team being top of the table, you all need to go fuck yourselves. Disgusting. Genuinely disgusting. The entitlement. You didn't deserve to have slice of luck you got.
Yeah.
Because if you were real fans, good football fans, you'd have stayed till the end. And you'd have seen it. You'd have seen us fuck it all up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
And I was just going to say, like, Arsenal, how many times have you may have heard this last week, Sam, that Arsenal's offense is still not clicking?
Well, the thing is...
No. Answer my question so then I can have my say. Then you can have your say.
But you didn't ask me a yes or no question, so...
I said, how many times have you heard Arsenal and their offense is struggling.
Many times. You
And
see
and
that.
Arsenal sits second in the league in goals scored,
Yeah.
behind City. They have 2 goals more than Liverpool. Right, the defense isn't where we want it to be because we've given up more goals than expected. But offensively, we're struggling, and we only have 15 goals, which sits second in the league.
Well, that's it,
Oh,
isn't it?
struggling.
So many of them are brain dead, aren't they? So many of them are completely brain dead.
Yeah. I mean, I know we have more goals in us. That's the thing. So that's the nice thing is that guess what? I mean, I don't think we could have still won this game 3. We could have been up 3-0 at half and maybe won at 3-1, and nobody would have batted an eye, right?
The thing is, if you want to look at it very, very sort of, like critically, I mean, yeah, the way we play in attack is not always as fluid as it was last season, and a lot of that's down to Odegaard not being there. A couple of players are maybe not in their best form, etc. But despite that, we still create chances, and we create a lot of them. And we should, I agree with you completely. We should be scoring on more of the chances we create, but we're still creating a lot of chances. We're still scoring quite a lot of goals, and that's what it's about. At the end of the day, you want to moan about, we're not looking as good as we were last season, but at the moment, I think we're going to improve and get even better. But at the end of the day, we're still creating loads of chances. And like you say, the proof is in the pudding, in the numbers. We've got the second most goals. I mean, out of all the 20 teams in the Premier League. So, I mean, you just can't say that we're not good in attack. That's just not, it just doesn't make any sense.
I think Arsenal are doing well, personally.
Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm sure Arsenal fans all sought my approval and my opinion of Arsenal, but in all seriousness, I do think you're doing fine. You're fine / you're doing well. I mean, you've not lost yet. So.
There was a doom and gloom merchants who we drew with Southampton 1-1 at home, again with 10 men in the second half. Drew with Brighton, wasn't it? Brighton at 1-1. I think it was a third game or whatever. And all of those brain dead, stupid, moronic 15-year-old, 16-year-old keyboard merchants was like, that's it, season over, we're rubbish, blah, blah, blah. 3 games in. And you look now, we've already been away to City. We've already beat Tottenham away. We've beaten Aston Villa away. We've already done 3 difficult away games and got results from those 3 games. And after, what was it, 6 games played today? I can't remember how many games we played this. Is it 6 games?
7 games played right now.
7 games today. After 7 games today, we're right up there with Liverpool. We're a point behind Liverpool. We're on the trajectory we want to be. We want to fight for the title. And we'll see at the end of the season if we manage to get more points than City and Liverpool. Yeah. That's but right now to write us off after 3-4 games like these moronic, brain dead idiots were doing. I mean, it's just ludicrous. I mean, these people they should be banned from social media. That's how stupid they are.
False.
Lonzo's gone. What did he say? He'll be doing
Lonzo, have a good
bad
one, buddy.
Blood watch along. Bad blood. All right. Have fun.
See you, buddy.
Yeah.
I was going to say to you, Tom, you was talking about Rooney and stuff. I was going to say, I wanted to mention this to you. I saw a funny meme on social media. Was it yesterday or the day before? Preston North End. I think it's Preston North End. They've got a player called Mambo, and his number. I think he's got some weird.
He's got number 5, and they don't call him in their tweet. I know what you're going to say. When Preston tweet about this player, they make no reference to him being called Mambo number 5.
He hasn't got number 5. That's the thing. He hasn't got the kit. He hasn't got the squad number 5. He's got a completely different number. But the meme I saw was
number 4, isn't he?
No, I think it's 20. I think it's 20 something or 19. Or, anyway, it's a completely different number. But there was the tweet was, why haven't you given this guy number 5?
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. I saw it. You're right. Like he's got a like number 20 or something. I'm sat there like, why have you not called him number 5? Or why have you not given him number 5? It's like no respect for the
You
meme
know
culture.
how many jerseys you're gonna sell for that? Because people are just gonna be like, yes,
People will buy it.
people will buy
Do you
that.
know how many? Do you know how many Lou Bega fans are out there hiding?
You could just hear the commentator, and here's Mambo number 5.
Let me find it. I've got it on
People will be putting like, can I put him on the schedule, please? But you're not in the same league. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure I've got that song on cassette.
Oh, actually, Gary, we are going to be playing Mambo in the Carabao Cup. We're playing Preston North End away in the next round.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That music. Are we home or not?
No, we're away. We're away at Preston.
If we were home,
round. But we get to play Mambo, but he's not number 5.
The entrance music would have to be. Think about it. You have to play that. Every time we score, we play Mambo number 5. And where he has to play in that one, right? So, and where he plays, then we're going to be scoring goals.
Speaking of playing songs, I want to give the props to the Arsenal man who plays all the songs before and during half time and all that, because he's quite obviously a wrestling fan. All wrestling themes.
Okay.
A lot of Arsenal fans wouldn't know that, but I know Russ Morgan knows that.
Cool. 2 weeks from now, Arsenal are playing Bournemouth away, so we should have everybody healthy except for right. Everybody should hopefully be healthy by then, except for Erdegaard.
Yeah, I think we've got Erdegaard coming back in a couple of weeks now. Yeah, I think we're pretty much getting back to a full squad.
Arsenal fans today. That was a scary couple of minutes.
Good old Mo.
Yes, that was. I mean, we did respond in kind and quickly, so that's like to see that. But I would like to have just been giving them. You can have that goal, but after we've taken a double goal lead at least. No.
Let's just take a minute to admire Liverpool legends of the past.
Oh, Dalglish, Suarez, Carragher spitting. Yep, there we go. And is it Gerrard slipping? Is it Gerrard slipping the last one?
Yep. Don't let this slip, and then slipped.
Oh, mate, Gary, I was going to ask you, how long are you in London for?
I'm in till I leave early Saturday, Tuesday morning.
Tuesday, right?
So cool. Tomorrow I'm going to go into Emirates and watch the women play.
Cool.
And then meet up with Mr. Tom for some grub.
Cool.
He wants to. I believe Gary wants to try the buffet that I'll go on about.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Take some pictures, Gary, please, and share.
I'll be taking pictures to It'll be like a big turkey leg to be the size of Mr. Tom. He'll be like holding it like this, just like how do you hate this thing? I can barely hold on to it.
It's not true. It's not true. That's not.
He'll strangle himself with the noodles.
Not true. No. It's Jimmy's World Bar and Grill. It has various stations for different types of cuisine.
Yes, I'm looking
There's
forward.
pizza for people like pizza, so naturally I don't go to that. I actually usually have a set routine: noodles, steak, maybe some more noodles. Then I go over to get some rice and what they call it, tikka masala, and all the other foods. And then I come back and probably another steak. Come back, probably some more noodles. But either way, hopefully they'll have brownie.
I would try to keep up with the Tom's like what is it, Jimmy's tour, basically, as he goes on Jimmy's tour, and see if I can keep up. It might be tough. Sounds like you've been working. This is something, this is something normal for you. It'll be new for me. So I'll try to keep up. So maybe I'll have a smaller plate.
No. The trick is to actually, I'll tell you what I actually do. This is genuinely true. I ask for the steak, and in the 5 minutes it takes them to cook it, because I always have well done, obviously, because I don't want my food running around on the plate like a cow. Anyway,
let's just slap it up with the bread.
Sorry, what?
or you like use it to just to soak it up with the steak.
You see, he wants
Or
you to
or
use
the
the
mashed
bread. He wants
potatoes.
the bread to soak up the
Yeah,
juice.
yes.
Oh yeah, but while in that 5 minutes, I'm already back up getting the duck, and then I eat a duck pancake roll or whatever you call it, and then in that time the steak will be ready. Because people actually make the mistake of watching their steak being cooked. I'm like, you're missing out on valuable chow time. like I get the novelty. Like if you generally don't go to a buffet, like
you know who you are. You know who you are. Like I've gone to like the amusement parks, and you know how there's always one spot on a roller coaster and nobody fills it, but because everybody's going in couples or 3 or 4 or whatever it is, and but it's always the one spot. This guy, he got off the roller coaster and he runs and he's like, is there a single spot? And it always is. He's like, I was like talking to him. He's like, yes, I'm on like 20 for the day. Same roller coaster. He's sitting in the front. You would think he wasn't on a roller coaster if you filmed him.
I've got one for that as well. Always go around the end of the day when the park or roller coaster park or whatever it starts to thin out of people. That's when you can actually get on the rides, and they'll probably let you just simply run round again and go again, rather than waiting in a queue at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's madness. Like if most of your time at an amusement park is waiting to go on an amusement park ride, you're doing it wrong.
Tom is a professional. He's a professional buffet eater. That's he's sponsored by Mr. Chow's.
Don't waste your trip isn't only about life; it's about eating as well.
If I don't need to go to the toilet twice when I'm at the buffet, I'm disappointed.
This
is information that nobody needed to know.
Really, that sounds like there could be an issue with the food if you need to go to the bathroom.
You know what? We're talking. Hey Sam, we're talking about Wee Man here, and Wee Man comes with a small gut.
It's technically true, to be fair. Like Gary's going to turn up with a fucking bucket of a belly, and he's like, I'm just going to fucking fill it, and I'm going to sit there going like,
he's got like a little pail, man. It's got a strain on it, so not much goes in or out. So, after like 2 noodles, the man's stuffed.
Also, I see people struggling with ice cream from the ice cream machine.
Oh, here we go. Tips and tricks, folks.
Yeah, and like basically, there's some like Indian. I don't eat this specific Sri Lankan dish, but they serve it in little pots, and basically, I take a pot and I fill that with ice cream. Why are people struggling with a plate and with like loads of brownies on it and a bit of ice cream? Well, I've seen kids spill their ice cream. I'm like, if you took
Tom's a professional. Tom has figured it out. He is a professional.
He has a name badge and everything.
He's got his own seat. He's got a plaque on the seat there.
You know, people go to the golf course and they've got like lockers and stuff. He's got a locker at Jimmy's.
Yes, he's got his own cutlery. He's got his own cutlery with his name on it.
I don't expect it to happen ever again, but I was pleasantly surprised because before I even went up to get my steak, after my Chinese, I was getting ready to go and ask for my steak, and then someone walked up with a plate with like 3 steaks on it. I'm like, "What's this?" They're like, "Yeah, save you a bit of time." I was like,
"They just know you." They're like, "They just have 3."
Because naturally they have a policy of like you get 1 steak, but apparently Tom's really polite to people that handle his food, and there are benefits from that.
Yeah,
supposedly.
We'll take the selfie definitely, and I will.
Yeah, Gary, I want to see pictures. I want to see, and I want you to rate like Russ suggested there. BX suggested there. I want you to rate the Chinese buffet or the buffet restaurant you're going to. I want you to rate it. Tell us what it's like.
Yes. Oh, this is, don't get me wrong. This is absolutely not the height of high quality food, but there's a fucking lot of it. And it's really handy for me in one go.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, considering you can have as much as you want, sort of thing. But obviously, if you're expecting like a 5-star, 10 out of 10 meal, you're going to be fucking disappointed.
No, it's not that type of restaurant, is it? Of course.
No, but if you want as much noodles as you want, and you want as much steak as many times as you want, or whatever, you're gonna not be disappointed. But anyway, I mean, usually my favourite meal there is seconds, But anyway, what? Sorry. Sorry.
Looks like the Newcastle and Everton matches they're walking out. So you got Bruno coming out. You got Pickford and anybody we know on these teams that we want to see do well. We could care less.
We hate these
Not
teams.
Jack Harrison.
We hate these teams.
Mm. Oh, Tonali is out there. I guess he's out. The 3 minutes to go.
That's another thing I saw on social media. Tonali, bless him. When he was new at Newcastle, he was pranked by his teammates. Tonali asked them. He asked them, "What's a good restaurant in Newcastle to go out to?" He wanted to go out to a nice restaurant, and they said, "Go to there's this Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons is basically a chain of not dodgy, but it's not great. It's a pub. It's a pub chain. You're there in the UK, you know.
You get cheap drinks. You get cheap drinks.
You get very cheap, dodgy food. But it's popular because it's cheap. There's Wetherspoons. It's basically a chain of pubs. You probably see them when you're there in London. Anyway, so they said to him, "Go to this Wetherspoons. It's a good restaurant." And Tonali booked a table there. Wetherspoons, and taking pictures of it and stuff because it's like, he realised he was pranked, but he made a good. He made well out of it. He had a good time by the looks of it on the pictures.
I mean, it gave him the opportunity to
have a bet, this is
the
Norwegian segment of the show. Anders joins us.
Anders, tjenare gubbar. Hur är
Hello,
läget?
Anders. How you doing, mate? Anders, we're doing a show tonight. If you're available at 9 p.m. UK time, which I'm guessing is 10 p.m. your time, doing a We All Love Leeds show. Just saying, you know.
Anders, hur är läget nu? Hur mår ni? Jävla gubbar.
We need to get that translation machine working because
that's just between me and Anders. That's just private stuff.
This guy,
he's basically digging us out. He's going.
I know. He's like, look at these idiots above me. Yeah, look at him. Look at both of them. They just smiling. They don't know what I'm saying.
He called us clowns, Gary.
He did. I know. Look at him sitting back.
Which I take offence to because I don't think you are a clown, Gary. But I obviously am, so I'm not offended.
I think he said that. He said totally that guy in a nice flowery shirt. That's what he said. He's laughing at that guy. He's like, it looks like puke. It's like a pink like what is it? What are those things? Teletubby threw up, and that's what it looks like.
I will say though, in all seriousness, it's actually just really handy that I can leave the cinema and be eating 22 seconds later. This is really handy.
The O2 Arena is good for that. All the different stuff there you can do, all the restaurants and stuff.
Hello there, Anders, and I don't know what this means.
You can literally see the buffet from the escalator at the top of the cinema. It's great.
But I got this going well. Just good, going well, good, basically.
Cool. Barakat. Cool. Learning all the time, as you say.
Yes, this is an educational show. We learn about important history. We learn different languages. We learn about inferior football clubs like Leeds. It's all that type of thing.
What type of club did you say we were?
Inferior.
Inferior. I mean, to be fair, there's no real comeback to that. You're third in the Premier League and we're not. So, it's the facts of the situation. I can't even trust my goalkeeper to catch a ball. How can I sit here and claim my club is better than Arsenal?
That is just from because I was watching it on my phone, I think it was, or no, I was watching it on TV, but it was far away, and you look at it and you're like, that ball just went straight through him. That was like, how like you turn into a ghost at the wrong moment and you're trying to grab something. That's what it looked like. It was like, how in the world did you let the ball get through him like that?
That's not the best part. Gary literally just said, when you turn into a ghost at the wrong moment, which indirectly Gary just said, when you're like you're alive and then you're not. How it is. You're walking down the street one day and then you're dead and your wife walks through you. That's really inconvenient. I mean, obviously, touch wood doesn't happen to anyone. Sorry if anyone just randomly dies and then can't touch people for the rest of I say rest of their life. I mean, partly that problem solved at that point, I suppose. But anyway, But no, in all seriousness, have a happy Hanukkah, I suppose.
Is that how you're supposed to end that? When you put your foot in your mouth, is how you're supposed to end it? Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. We're not even there yet.
Rosh Hashanah, I believe. I don't know if I've said that right. That was something that happens.
Something that happens.
Don't get me wrong. I couldn't tell you what. Probably food.
No, I couldn't tell you either, to be honest.
Wow.
I mean, I would look it up, but I'll just be setting myself up for disappointment unless the answer is everyone goes to a buffet that Tom isn't at. A full buffet is a good sign, but not really for Tom. And it's like, stay away from me, people. Stay away from the duck.
Stay away from the duck.
When we come back, we've got like a gradual increase in the intensity of our games. Bournemouth, Shakhtar away. Oh, Shakhtar at home, and then Liverpool home, and then we go like a 4-match away. We play the next. We play. Oh my gosh! Let me add this all up here. 7 out of the next 7 out of the next 9 matches are away.
Wow.
Thank you, John. I just got your email, sir. Thank you, John. About here's your slides.
Oh, that sounds cool. Thank you very much. Yes, appreciate that. No,
it's for the lead show. It's not for your show, sir.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was for me.
Gary, what slides do you think he was giving us?
I thought he was giving stuff for me. That's all. He's looking out for me. Doesn't Mr. John like me?
Well, I'm sure he's very fond of you, but what could he have possibly...
he sent me something as well then, so maybe it wasn't the same thing he sent you.
Oh, no, it was probably different, because I imagine it's... tell a lie. I'll have a look at it right now, because it will tell us what it would be.
Gary's messaging himself. Look, this is some kind of fucking Twilight universe we're in here.
Yeah.
Gary, I did email you too, Gary.
I love how John has like numbered them all. Beautiful. So, what do we make of that? Match results, current championship table, matches through October. Question of the week.
Question of the week. You need to make a video of that because it'd be, I know you can just say it, but like with like bells and whistles and all that stuff.
But surely part of the charm is that like Bandy, God rest his soul, of course, he made a jingle for it. And obviously we've now turned that into the question of the week theme. But part of the charm is, despite having that, I'm still going to say it really badly. Because obviously Bandy and John were like, oh yeah, maybe if we do make the video for that, he'll stop saying it. And I was like, no, that's a great idea. But I'm still not going to stop saying it.
No problem, John.
No.
The intro video.
No, that's great.
When I did the videos, I saw it did pop up. It had like you can do like intro video. I don't know how you do all of that stuff, but
yeah, apparently they've because they've done a price increase, slight one, whatever. They've added new features. Apparently, you can set it so a show you have will always have the same link, and I don't know how that works, but there's also a thing where you can have like a default intro and ending for the show, which will automatically play regardless of when you press start or end stream.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you don't even have to like time it, I guess, because it's going to do it for you, hopefully, at the right time and all that. Mr. Tom owns all of the shows. Yep, Mr. Tom is in control here. Yeah.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I actually have you got the jingle just for me today. I'm not sure if I actually have it on this one. I'll tell a lie. If Gary don't mind, I'll upload it and
let's hear what it's all about. I don't know.
I should still have it.
But he's got a little tingle.
Okay, now Sam's going there.
I've been a good boy today, Gary. Don't you agree?
You have. You actually have done really well. After you I don't know what you did. I want to say Blitzkrieg, but I know it's not the right. Probably shouldn't use Blitzkrieg, but that's basically what you did. You got me, and I was shocked.
Oh, hang
I
on.
tried- oh my God! Oh no, that was almost a easy goal there, but Pickford gets out before the attacker does. Oh, these are two terrible teams, man.
I actually don't have it. I think John loaded it on.
Who's he keep bringing up this Tony Tucker guy for?
Oh, he's an accomplice of Pat Tate. You need to see, Gary. You need to see, and I mean this seriously, because they're good. They're good, entertaining movies,
Okay.
loosely based on the true story that's behind Pat Tate and all what happened to him and everything. And Tony Tucker, they're real people. You know, I think Tony Tucker's still alive. I'm not sure, but Pat Tate is dead. No, I think Tony Tucker was shot as well, wasn't he? Anyway, based on real events and real life true story and everything. But the movie series, I think there's 4 of them now, called Rise of the Foot Soldier.
Okay,
You've got to make a note of that, Rise of the Foot Soldier, and you've got to watch those movies because they are entertaining, pretty funny movies, basically, about Pat Tate and everything. Then you'll know exactly what Pat Tate, when he visits the show, what it's all about.
All right, there we go. Rise of the Foot Soldier. Oh, it's on Prime.
Yeah, you should watch them. They're good. You start with the first one, of course, and work your way up to the fourth one. And yeah, they're good. They're good. They're entertaining. Really entertaining.
Okay.
For some reason, I don't have.
All right, I gotta.
Makes sense. Question of the week is a video. Oh, it's already there. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, John added it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's good. I like it. Good.
It's all right, John. You already noticed what I needed, but for some reason I did not. That was silly of me. Excuse me. I really should add that to my.
Tom's gone underground now. He's a witness in the he's in the witness protection program now.
100%, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need to.
Oh no! I'll tell you what happened. Basically, John sent me it via email, and I didn't save it to my computer because John had also uploaded it onto the Leeds page, so I didn't need to actually save it to myself. So that explains that mystery.
Good. Glad we got to the bottom of that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight if I didn't know that.
That's fine. That's fine. Sorry.
Oh, that is what is that?
That's how Leeds announced that Willie Nonto got a new contract.
Willie extension.
Yeah. And
how much do one of those things cost?
Oh, expensive.
And when Largy Ramazani scored off of a Willie Nonto assist, Leeds naturally tweeted at Largy Willie. Because we're a club run by children, for children.
He wants to see it again. Did you do it again?
Oh, Russ. You got to pay attention, Russ.
Gary, may we play the question of the week jingle?
Yes, sir. Why is it a pirate?
I like that. And I love the way. Is it John? Whoever, I don't know who's making these, but basically using that same picture of you and just basically photoshopping all kinds of weird costumes onto you. I know it's the Joker and that on there now.
The fitness protection program, where if you
fitness protection program, yeah, it could be.
Not have said that.
The fitness protection program.
If you are trying to, what is it? If you're trying to, I don't even know what you're trying to do here. What is the fitness protection program really? What is it? You trying not to be fit, or you trying to be fit?
I will tell you what the fitness protection program is. Okay.
All right, tell us.
Basically, what's happened is Tom is banned from going to any gym or like fitness place in the entire UK, because last time he went in there, he took out his willy and he showed everyone, and they're just like, no, sorry, you can't ever go to a fitness gym or anything like that at all ever again. So he's now in the fitness protection program.
That's just, Mr. Tom. You need help. You need help.
It wasn't the Riddler, it was the Tiddler. BX.
Are we making fun of Mr. Tom? Is this how this is going? Oh, anywhere Tom goes.
I'm absolutely fine with it, because it's an ad. It's distracted you all enough for me to get the song onto Gary's. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. It was set to loop.
Yeah, he said boo. I agree with this part. Boo, Mr. Tom. I think that's what he means by boo. I don't know.
Anywhere Tom goes, they assume he's making a TikTok. I'll keep adding comments as Gary. Yeah.
Arr. Arr. Has BX been in a new argument with Spike Lee lately, by the way, on Instagram?
Is it only Spike Lee? He's he's like fighting with everyone.
BX is just getting in there. He's mucking around.
He's going after everybody. The BX. Oh, he did. Oh, is it AFC Always or something like that? He's I guess he's been blocked from him, so he probably never gets to have that fight anymore.
BX is just blocked everywhere. Oh, look, Tom's back in the fitness protection program. Look at him. Look.
You got to do it with the voice, though.
Oh, hang on. Give me a second. Yes, so basically, I was working an undercover, and Gary was basically whipping his staff.
So, Tom, tell us how are the conditions at work? Is Gary basically meeting the legal requirements at the workplace?
I thought Gary was a very upstanding gentleman, and then he tried to put his finger on me.
Okay, that. Yeah.
Is that why you're dressed up like a fiddler?
All right, that's no. What the world? Come on, yuck! Wow.
I thought it was, but apparently it's not. But basically I don't know.
No, it's not the Lawrence guy. It's somebody else, because he's definitely a lot younger. Definitely from the when we saw the video like that. No, you saw the video with him on it, right? We did see that video, wasn't he? That was his video he did. He was dressed up. He had like a mask on and all this kind of stuff.
What?
He had a mask
sorry,
on.
What?
He did a show where he had a mask on, and he was basically talking about like the good old days of Arsenal and all that stuff.
Oh, God.
And it was like, it was crazy. I was like, what? And then
a mask on. Who the fuck does he think he is? Dead Mouse or something? I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had a mask on, and he was going. He's just.
He thinks he's anonymous, basically. Like, I can hack you, but I'm actually going to use this time to just say that Arsenal are upsetting me.
Yeah. Yeah, this show always takes an unfortunate turn. It just you never know when it's going to happen. That's the problem. I invented from the top bunk.
Stole my gimmick. That's gimmick infringement. The biggest crime known to man.
I missed from the top bunk. The top bunk was a really good segment that we had, folks. You missed it.
It's a real thing. What?
It is from the top bunk. Yes.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can I, before we go, would it be too upsetting if I did a tactics truck of the 97th minute at Sunderland yesterday?
You know what? Just a second. I think I might have something for this. So
He
yeah, I
missed his
do.
tactics
I
truck.
do. I have something for this.
Now, for those of you who don't know what the tactics truck is, Tom's tactics truck is a truck that's filled with tactics said by Tom. And here we are. The scene has been set. It's Roker Park is what it would have been if Sunderland hadn't built the Stadium of Light, although Benfica did it first. But apparently gimmick infringement doesn't extend to naming football stadiums. Anyway, the ball was crossed in by the Sunderland goal. I keep thinking it's Brentford. The Sunderland goalkeeper. He puts the ball into the box. Junior Firpo goes up, leaping like a salmon. Depicted by, the fingers are back, baby. The pointer. You know the Pointer Sisters. Well, I've got the Pointer Fingers, brother. Anyway, what? Ball comes over. Firpo beats everyone to the ball because he's the king among men. Possibly my man of the match. But then the ball hit him. And then the ball bounced on the floor and it hit an elephant that a Sunderland fan had thrown onto the pitch. And then it turned because of physics, Sam. You know, it's something that goes on a straight line, but then something interferes with that straight line. It sends it in a different straight line. Physics, geometry, all these kind of things. Bish, bosh, Sunderland scored.
Tragic.
And Everton is up 1-0 versus Newcastle. Doucouré puts a header in.
I told you it's going to be 1-0 to Everton, and then they're going to end up losing 3-1. I guarantee it.
Well, aren't they the team that's gone up 2-0 and lost?
Yeah.
Twice. Twice they did that.
Oh, it's going to be offside, so they haven't scored yet.
I've missed Tom's tactic truck. We need to do it again next week.
All right, we need to just get the segment. You know what we haven't seen also is the flashy book of knowledge.
Oh, with the gold and all that. I mean, I suppose I can bring it back. I've got a question for everyone. What goalkeeper has the most clean sheets in the Premier League for a teenager?
For a teenager?
Yeah.
Most clean sheets?
Yeah.
In the Premier League?
In the Premier League.
Wow.
Right.
I thought you were going to say for the EFL Cup, because I was going to say Porter.
So we're talking Premier League history, right?
Yeah.
Teenager.
Okay. I've got three guesses. Three guesses here. I don't know if one of them is going to be right.
One of those is mine, whichever one he gets right.
I've got three guesses. I'm going to go Ian Walker, Kasper Schmeichel, and trying to think who was good young goalkeeper when he came through. Can't think of a third one right now. Who's a teenager? I remember Tottenham also had a Norwegian goalkeeper for a few games. I'm not sure if he had clean sheets. I remember he's called Espen Bårdsen.
Sorry, I've misremembered the question. It's actually under 21. So
under 21. Okay, that expands it a bit more. Oh, trying to think of good young goalies. Kasper Schmeichel. There was Ian Walker. Was it Alex Manninger as well? I think Alex Manninger might be in there.
Nope.
He played a while for us. Was I right with any of my guesses?
No.
No. Okay, then I don't know.
Answer,
I don't know.
Ilan Melier.
Oh my!
He played for Leeds in the Premier League at age 19.
Wow. That one went completely under the radar there for me.
How old is he now?
He's 24 now. So no, sorry, he played in the Premier League at 20.
Right.
But he had 11 clean sheets. which right now is laughable, of course, and sounds like a lie, but it's actually true.
You had a quite decent defense, really, didn't you? I mean, you
until
you know,
we didn't.
You were,
he got tired of clean sheets because clean sheets, just like nobody's doing clean sheets these days. Why am I going to do it?
He likes the drama. Let's get some drama going in here.
Oh, that was
amazing. And I will bring this up later, so I'm not going to take all your time. I find it amazing how many clickbait sites and Leeds clickbait sites basically put up a photo of him joshing with the manager, the other team's manager, who trained him, and he knows him because they're both French. And it's like, oh, he's smiling minutes after he just made that howler. It's like, of course he's smiling, because if he wasn't smiling, he'd be fucking crying.
I mean, as you said, he's probably in a whole lot of shock there because he's like, what?
Just find it astonishing because like these people are pushing this, obviously, like, oh, he shouldn't be like. Spoiler: Joey Barton is the wrong opinion, in my opinion, of like he shouldn't be laughing. It's not a great look, and like it's not a great look, but only because idiots will be shown it and told it's not a great look. Whereas if you go, we've all been there, we've all done something really embarrassing, and then all you can do is put a smile on your face in the hope that it just fucking goes away or the world swallows
but
you up.
Everyone knows Joey Barton hasn't got a brain. He's just got cotton wool up there, basically, instead taking its place.
But what upsets me most about it, and I say nothing's upset me about it, just figure of speech, but the way other Leeds fans or pages are basically pushing it as like, oh my God, he's a disgrace. He's laughing. Of course he's laughing. He's probably too shocked to do anything else other than cry his eyes out, which you're not going to do on the pitch because again, Joey Barton would be like, what the fuck does he think he is? Fucking crying because he made a mistake in the game. Look, what's he supposed to do that Joey Barton isn't going to get upset at?
Joey Barton's an idiot. Joey Barton's an idiot, and he's a criminal idiot as well. I mean, the guy's actually done. Didn't he actually do like a little bit of jail time for
and he's probably a virgin.
He wouldn't put it past him.
I don't know, but no. But it just that didn't sit well with me. Not specifically Joey Barton pushed it, but other people, even before I knew Joey Barton.
Yeah, but there's always that people who don't like, they haven't seen the actual, right angle of the incident. They just see what basically the clip from telly or whatever. And they just give. What people are like with social media now. They just go out straight away and say the first stupid thing that comes into their brain. And that becomes the narrative. There's no proper analysis anymore, is there?
Yeah. No, it just was a terrible way for a game to end. So at least for, the away fans, right? Was it away fans, right? Because you were playing at Sunderland, right?
Yeah. Spoiler: Ben's obviously probably going to go mad at it. So. We've got that.
Yeah, but to be fair, Meslier hasn't really been that good this season, has he? From what I can tell. I thought he was a decent goalkeeper in the Premier League, to be honest. But I think maybe that was because he had a better team in front of him at the time. But I thought he was a decent goalkeeper. He made some decent saves. Not like top 10, but decent, like in the Premier League.
It was the fact because he was a teenager / early 20s and he's a goalkeeper, and you think like he's going to get better, and basically my theory is he will get better, but we'd have already binned him off by that point.
I'll tell you what, actually, in one of my, I haven't played Football Manager since Football Manager 23. Actually, I haven't bothered with Football Manager 24. But yeah, in my I think it was my last Football Manager 23 save. I was with Inter Milan. I got the Inter Milan job. I actually started off at what was it? I was at Sheffield United. I think I managed to start off at Sheffield United. I managed to get them promoted to the Premier League, and then the first season the Premier League managed to stay up. And then I managed to get, I don't know how, but I managed to get quite a good reputation. I managed to get the Inter Milan job. And so I went to Inter Milan because I thought that's a good challenge. And then I actually bought Meslier because in the game in FM23, he is a really good goalkeeper. He's like really promising, got a lot of potential. So I actually
How
bought
much
him,
do
and he
we
was my
con you
starting
for?
goalkeeper for Inter Milan in my FM23 save.
How much do we con you out of interest?
I can't remember what I got him for. It wasn't a big amount. It wasn't a huge amount, but I just got him because he was young and he was really highly rated in terms of potential. And I thought, yeah, and he was recommended by the scouting staff. Was like, yeah, this is a top upcoming keeper. So I went and got him. And then he was initially my second goalkeeper, but my first goalkeeper I wasn't really that pleased with. So I put Messi. I can't remember who my first goalkeeper was. I can't remember who the Inter Milan keeper was at the time. But yeah, anyway, I brought in Messi and I put him in, and he was brilliant. He was fantastic. He became my starting goalkeeper at Inter Milan in the FM23 save.
But like I'm not really digging him out that much. I mean, I've got some memes, of course, because of course I have. But shit happens. But I know what my club is like, and everything is always the worst possible extreme. And it's basically everyone's just going to turn on him. And I feel like there are times to turn on a goalkeeper, and it's really not just because the ball bounced up off the floor and went past him. Or put it another way, when you really need him to perform, does it really help when you can't replace him? Because Cardano is just as shit.
The thing is, with a goalkeeper, it's all about confidence. You've got to have confidence, If you lose your confidence, you're making mistakes. So, now's not the time to go in on him because, it's not really fair because as we've talked about already today a couple of times, it wasn't really all Meslier's fault. It did actually hit possibly a watch or some other debris in the grass, and it actually changed the trajectory of the ball. So, it was a fluke accident, and it's not really all Meslier's fault. It's a bit unfair to blame it all on him.
I mean, I'm not really a blame merchant, but I am prepared to put 100% of the blame on Brendan Aronson.
And you know what? I'd be surprised if you didn't
figure
out that man had a lot to do with everything that goes on. They didn't get that third goal. They probably didn't even get the fourth goal. They didn't play as well as you wanted them in the first half. I mean, just name it. He probably was the head guy at the top of the first person in line that didn't do what he needed to do.
You can absolutely tell he was trained by Jesse Marsh because he has all the endeavour of running around like a headless chicken. And when it goes well for you, you're like, well done, Brendan. You're like, you've come back and you want to work hard for Leeds United, even though you got out the first opportunity. We might actually be in the Premier League if you'd stuck around and not just ran around like a headless chicken.
Yeah, he puts himself in such good positions to do something, and you're like, damn it, again.
I'd have preferred it if yesterday that he didn't. If he wasn't in the way of the ball that was clearly heading for Willie Friednotto, who knows where the back of the net is. I'm not convinced that Brendan Aronson knows where the back of the net is. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced on him. Don't get me wrong. If he does hit the 40-goal target I've set for him, I'll forgive him for being a prick.
There's always players like that. We've got. Even though Martinelli's improved the last couple of games, he's actually scored a couple of goals now. But Martinelli's also been that player who just is so frustrating in terms of he'll get into good positions, he'll run past players, and then just as he comes into that final ball, final finish where it's like, yes, you're in, this is it, you're going to pass it off or score a goal, and he always just fluffs it. He's always been fluffing it. Last couple of games he's done better, but yeah, Martinelli's that annoying player.
It's crazy because the three players that scored for us are three top attackers in their squad. I mean, we talk about Trossard all the time, but Martinelli was third going into this game and stays there because everybody else above him scored a goal as well. I don't know who got the assist on any of these things, but yeah. Did Saka get an assist today? I don't even know.
I can't remember who what the assists were. I just remember who scored, but yeah.
I can tell you this. Willie Nonto has got 4 assists this week. In the 3 games we've played, he's got 4 assists and 1 goal. I think that's fairly good.
Willie Nonso.
Yeah. Willie.
Anyway,
Willie
Nonso.
Yeah. I mean, what's the best way of putting this? I wanted him shot, but now I'm prepared to forgive him if he hits I think it's a quite fair target of 2 goals between now and the end of the season. I might forgive him.
Talking about
Aronson's got 40. Sorry.
Talking about Leeds players or ex-Leeds players or whatever they have.
There's one.
I saw recently we're being linked with Rafinha from Barcelona on loan in January.
Oh, careful! BX Gunner's going to get an erection now. You've said that.
Oh, you know what? I just looked it up. Saka had a 3-goal and assist day. 3 GA
3 points today, basically. 3, if you think like American sports, like the NHL points.
Yeah, 2 assists and a goal. Wow, yeah, as Ray says here. I mean, you know what? That's the thing with Saka. He does all of this, and Palmer gets 1 goal from midfield or something like that, and they're comparing him again.
I'm still not gonna go along with Palmer being better than Saka. I don't feel that. I don't agree with that. But to be fair to Palmer, he did score 4 goals the other day.
No, he did.
In a
half, yeah.
In a half. Pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah, he did. He did all right. He did all right. He did all right. You know what? That's the one time you're like, you know what, dude?
Right.
He did all right. He was okay. Yeah, he had a good day.
If Saka had done that, we'd all be ejaculating all over our screens, basically, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So.
We got a penalty for Newcastle.
Told you. Here we go. Oh no, Everton's goal didn't count, did it? So
no, it didn't. So they can take the lead here. Tarkowski is to blame.
I would hate it if Newcastle won this match.
Not.
I'll do it in the style of Borat. Yeski Shmersky. I would absolutely hate it if Newcastle won this football match. Nah.
Not.
Nah.
In my country.
Yes. Thank you. I had a good sheet. Anyway, I'm sure Gary wants to go back to his family.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They're sleeping right now, so I'm gonna.
They're sleeping. What is it? What? It's not Spain. You can't have a siesta in England.
It's actually good. Not good. It's not good that they're sleeping, but it's good because we're gonna go out for dinner, go out for a meal. I think so. I might miss Mr. Tom's show. So nice. Saka is gonna be sitting. He'll be based on I think the way this weekend is gone. I think Saka will be sitting on 9 GA right now, which. Unless Salah scored or Nicholas Jackson had 2 GA today, he'll be at least tied. He'll be sitting in 3rd spot. So I don't know if Haaland scored today, but yeah.
I haven't seen who scored for that. It was 2 by Kovacic, wasn't it?
It's 2 by Kovacic. I didn't see the 3rd goal, but I think Saka, and that's the thing for me once again with Saka. He saved it. What?
Pickford saved the penalty. Wow.
Oh my God! They haven't kicked it over here.
And I say wow because Pickford's not really a good goalkeeper. So I was like, he's got Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I think it's Anthony Gordon, right? Anthony Gordon kicks it really poorly. I mean, he guessed right, and even if he guessed right, you still want to put it in the corner, next to the post. But it hit him in the stomach, I think. Pickford, Pickford needs to breathe because that got him in the stomach, I think, because he was so far ahead of it. That's how bad the kick was. And let's see how far it goes from the center. Not far at all. It hits him in the. If somebody comes off his knee, it goes into his stomach. That's how poor it was. I think it comes off of his knee and hits him in the gut.
Well, a save's a save, isn't it? As they say.
Yes.
A save is a save.
Yeah. So Saka's almost on 10 GA already. So you got to take that.
We'll take that. We'll take that from 7 games.
Yeah. Very.
Oh look, Tom's back in the fitness protection program.
Fitness protection program. What is it actually called now? I keep wanting to say fitness protection program. I can't even.
It's the witness program, isn't it?
So I was trying to figure out. Okay, witness protection. I get that. Fitness protection, like they're hiding you.
He's actually in the witness protection program. He's a key witness in the P Diddy case coming up. He was the head lube boy. He was for P Diddy.
Oh, that, Mr. Tom, you need to keep that information on the low. Keep
He
that.
provided all the lube.
I was keeping it on the low, but obviously,
blown it now.
I'm a star for the court cameras, clearly. Hang on. So, what I will do when the trial comes on, I'll be like, "Can I conduct the trial on StreamYard?" And he'll obviously say yes. So then when we go like, "Did you baby oil all those kids?" And he says no, we'll go
denied.
and then when they start talking about his good character, just
losers.
Just losers.
Yeah.
Losers.
Makes sense.
And then he'll go, based on whose authority, I'll be like, his authority.
There you go. He's got a picture for everything. Oh man, I think you guys we should go, right?
Let's head off now.
Yeah,
all right.
I need to add those files and then go and get some food.
All right, so let's say, all right, Sam. People want to hear you before you go.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for today, this afternoon. It's been good. Great to be on with you guys as always. Have a bit of fun. The road trip is a great afternoon show where we combine historical teachings, historical information. You learn important history, historical events. And also we combine that with, all types of entertainment, like film reviews and game reviews and stuff. And then we also combine a lot of football. It's basically like Soccer Saturday on crack, which is a lot more fun. We have a good time here. Thanks to everyone in the chat for taking part as always. We always have a good laugh with you guys. It helps us have a bit of fun with it all, which is great. And great for Arsenal. 3-1 win, 3 points. We'll take that. Pleased with that. Keep the ball rolling. And thanks for joining us. And hope everyone has a great Saturday evening and the rest of your weekend. And we'll see you again next week.
Cool. Sam, what say you? Sorry, Sam. Mr. Tom, what say you?
Before we do finish, I just want to draw attention to Russ's final comment where he did say the APA was created by the most famous All-American at Florida State. 50% of the APA was Ron Simmons, who everyone would know was an All-American at Florida State. Being said, thank you, Russ, for that information. Presumably people have already clicked off and gone, but still, you should then return at 9 p.m. where Ben's basically going to bitch at the referees and Melier, probably. I don't know. I actually don't know what he thinks. I'll try and keep that a surprise for myself. Thank you, everyone, for supporting Gary in all of his endeavours, even though it's really strange, Gary, with a different background, an English background, a British background.
This is a British background, yes.
Yeah.
From the mean streets of Acton Town.
There's no street in Acton, that's mean.
It's the mean streets of Acton Town. I was walking down the street and a leaf almost blew me off the sidewalk.
I'm sorry, Gary. Why didn't you tell me that as the first thing when you came on? That would have changed everything that I thought about Acton. You could say that Acton was acting a bit mean.
You're so funny. I
have my moments.
There we go, everyone. I can't control. Did you take my control away? What's going on? I
I absolutely did not.
I was just clicking.
That's the one thing I would not do.
I was clicking buttons. I thought I couldn't move myself into the big screen. But everybody, thank you again for joining. Yes, I'm sitting in London, Acton, London, and I'll be out watching the women play tomorrow, so that should be cool. And then I'll be seeing Mr. Tom in the evening. So we'll have a review of Tom's wee man's adventures at Jimmy's Bar and Grill. So
but have a review.
So we'll talk about that. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. If you haven't already, hit the like. We will and remember to subscribe. We'll be back next week. Arsenal won't have any football played, so I don't even know what we're going to talk about. But we'll find something. There'll be anything football related going on.
When's our next game now?
Not for the 19th. So we've got next
We've got
weekend.
international break now, haven't we?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. So you know what? So far we know that Timber isn't going. More than likely, who else was out today?
Ødegaard's not in the squad for Norway.
Ødegaard is definitely not playing, and I guess Calafiori played, so that might and Moreno played today, so I don't know. Hopefully they don't have to go anywhere. But
we'll see.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining. We're out, and we'll be back.
Bye-bye.
And remember,
Life is a journey. Don't waste your trip. Go otherwise. There you go.